Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Role Seekers and the Legend of Nibel. We're a group of local gamers, just like you, roleplay for your enjoyment. My name is Dustin Ritchie, and we are the Role Seekers. Role
Yes!
Seekers! We need like a theme song. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, robots in disguise. Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's game. If this is your first time joining us, we are a group of gamers, and everything you're about to see is improvised. Boom! If you're on TikTok, please join us on Twitch. That's where our production value is the highest. If you're on Twitch and you want to see raw, behind-the-scenes footage, head over to TikTok, and then you'll be like, no, I want to stay on Twitch. So anyways, tonight's game, we're very excited. We've had some long, drawn-out games, world-building, role-play. Tonight is going to be a little bit more action-packed as we have a lot to discover. Woo. So without further ado, it is Tuesday night. Let's go!
Wait.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, so last game we had some big drops. The last game being episode 5 when we're down in the studio. Episode 6 was a little bonus for everybody.
Was
We
it
were at
episode
LodgeCon.
6 or 5.5?
5.5.
5.5.
Is that
a 1? Oh,
It's labeled 6, guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that'll hurt me.
Change it.
That is a missed opportunity.
Sorry.
So is this 7?
Sorry.
This is 7.
Oh.
It's
What?
just easier for.
Okay.
It's easier.
You're missing the algorithms. Dude, I don't even
Move forward
We're on
with that.
7.
Welcome to episode 7. That's what it says on everything.
Except what Jamie posted.
Yeah.
No, I changed it.
So episode 5, we had some big stuff that happened with Whisper, and we're looking to see what happens. But before we do, we have to do a vote. So the darkness of Tyve continues to grow, and the actions of our heroes continues to affect the world. We need some votes on the episode 5 actions. Were you light or dark? Aaron will start. Dark. Rue.
I think he was light. Like the most angry he got was when somebody accosted him and tried to kill him. But I mean, outside of that, he was pretty on par with his goodness.
We good?
Yeah.
I completely agree.
This is harder than I thought it would be.
You've had 2 weeks.
I'll say light because I did try to help Kevin's character,
Yeah.
And you
I don't
didn't
think he did anything
and I didn't do
hard.
much anything else.
and you didn't raise a stink when they wouldn't let you in the library.
Yeah, no,
I'd have gone freaking ballistic.
Yeah.
My library card!
My library!
To be fair,
didn't
you
show
really
it.
do
You can't
have
steal a library book.
Oh,
That was
her. Wait, you stole?
She
the
stole it
library?
and
okay,
then threw it at his feet when they discovered it.
Trying to say it wasn't him.
That is
Okay.
I'm gonna go straight neutral.
Neutral.
I was neutral.
I'm gonna go dark.
Dark. We got 2 for dark, 2 for light.
Totally dark. I was gonna sell those pirates to
3
Thieves
for
Guild.
dark, 2 for light, 1 for neutral.
I was definitely light.
Light. Okay, so that means 3 lights, 3 darks, 1 neutral. That means you have 1 neutral on the docket.
So we're still at -2.
You are still at -2.
So if we get 2 neutrals, that's
It goes
equal to
dark.
-1 dark.
And then it restarts. So what you'll have to write down is we're at 1 neutral, and and that's just the way it works. So every time you get 2 neutrals, you move down a level into dark. Because the light of Tyve is a dark place, so being neutral, you have to actually fight the darkness.
And we were at -2 still?
You're still at -2. That means you have +1 perception in natural darkness and +1 to survival.
Not
Yes.
+1 initiative.
No, no.
And
no.
in
guys are
terms
too
of
good.
in terms of story, what that gives you is I'm not saying. So we're gonna
Perception,
Go,
the
darkness,
dark.
give that one
and
away.
+1
yeah.
survival.
I almost got myself. So crazy.
Whoa.
All right. Bum 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 bum.
You can do it.
Wormwood.
Wormwood.
There we go.
Our main sponsor for this campaign is Wormwood, as you can see in our amazing game screen, as well as our dice.
Woo! Wormwood.
TikTok.
Wormwood.
Go
We'll
buy
also,
Wormwood.
we'll also be putting a couple other of our sponsors out there as the game goes on, specifically Frank, our artist, and Gaming Honors, our partner with Martin Bunicki. So perfect. All right, I want to get started, guys. So let's jump into tonight's game. That means we need a roll. And there's only 2 players that have 3. 1, 2, and 3. Only 3 really need to roll.
Oh, that's right.
We've already did our backstory, I think.
Oh, got it.
6.
Did I eat my egg?
And 19.
Boom.
What?
Did I eat it?
You're what?
Trev, that's gonna be
Yeah,
your
but I
best
thought I
roll.
still had some left of my other Twizzler. I'm sad.
Hey,
All right.
Right now it's about me.
It is.
I think it's about Jamie's Twizzler.
It's always about James. All right. Like I said, everything is improvised, but we have some notes. Because, I'm a human being.
Every time.
Here we go.
This is a charger.
The heroes of Tyve had yet to name their group. It hopefully will come organically. Each hero, though, has had visions back into their past. And today's game starts with Bjorn Gunderson. Bjorn, I will let you choose. You have 2 tales that are incredibly important to who you are. The far past or the recent past.
I want to go to the recent past.
Ooh, I'm surprised.
Judgment.
Don't want to give that shit away.
Same.
Not yet.
New Norn is a town, a people, a community built from the ashes of hardship. It lies in the valleys of tall, blue-peaked mountains. It has a rather loose arrangement with Gavra to stay out of each other's way. It has found its strength in fishing, lumber, and fine crafts of the barbarian clans. Bjorn Gunderson, you find yourself in a small hut on the outskirts of town, ever vigilant, ever watchful of the community that you once presided over. Sharp winds blow in your small cabin. A warm hearthed fire burns in the corner. And as you sit with your many pelts and rugs and accolades, your weapons, your armor, your distant past, and your smoldering rage, a knock is heard at the door. It sounds hurried, a little bit more scared than it should. It's midday. The visibility is clear, but you know in deep breaths that a storm is coming.
Ooh.
Either figuratively or metaphorically.
That's so deep.
And New Norn
Or
is your
literally
clan?
too. It could be all
Like a
three.
place where his clan was.
Very calmly, I go and open the door to see who it is.
As you stand up, your feet creak along the oak wood that you have laid before you. Your warm bed covered in blankets and furs, but cold, warmed only by you for many moons.
Aw.
As the door opens, you see your brother-in-law. He has black, bushy beard, but he's taller, skinnier. Years of fishing and farming have left him frailer than the warriors of your distant past. He looks pale as the snow blowing around him. His hands shake. he asks if he can come in.
Why, of course, dear. His name is D-Y-R-E, dear.
Thank you, brother. He comes and he sits in one of your large, plushy chairs,
A beanbag.
only adorned with furs of recent kills. The only thing still tempering your blade.
Nothing's killed me yet.
He sits and he looks at your fire. You have a small pot boiling, and he reaches over, unasking, and pours himself a bowl of the broth cooking by the fire. It's about a 4-hour journey, so he's cold, and he tries to warm himself by the
Oh,
fire.
I'm 4 hours from like the main
You're
village.
up. You can see the main village, no problem, but you've put
I've
your
gone
hut
up.
up into the mountains, like the Grinch.
You're just a pig.
Okay.
He drinks the liquid slowly before setting it down, almost dropping it several times, his hand still shaking. Brother. It's your niece. I think something is wrong.
Dahlia. Does she have the plague?
Why would you jump immediately to that?
Why else? Why would you journey 4 hours to tell me that she is not well?
I have not told the shamans or the elders. I believe she is sick. I believe she has one of the old world diseases. I thought if you could see it, you could tell us what it is. You see it, he's holding back a tear. If it is the plague, I do not know if I have the strength to lower the axe.
I put my hand on his shoulder. We will worry about that together.
You see that this man he lives a rough life. This is not an emotional people that you have, but he is broken. He rubs his hand up to he takes your hand and puts it next to his face, and you hear muffled under his breath, ever since your sister. And he trails off. I cannot lose her too.
I understand. Give me one moment. Along the walls, I would have collected a number of books, which would be fairly uncommon.
And as a
in my
barbarian, you can't
village.
read?
Yeah.
3-5 rules.
No, they would definitely follow a lot of oral tradition instead of written. And it's a little bit different that I've kind of fallen into literature. So I would grab a couple books that I know about diseases. You see me grab a cloak that I put on under my furs, and I head out.
All right. Wasting no time, do you douse your fire?
4 hours away. Yeah.
Okay. You
I-
douse.
Yeah.
Okay. You douse your fire. You head out, and before you leave, you see sitting near one of these tall oak trees a burial mound with some stones on it.
Who is that to?
It is to one of your wolves.
That'd be Niels. Niels.
Odo is laying next to it, seeming unfazed by both the weather and the coming storm. He gets up and kind of like Doug from the movie Up, kind of comes walking over to you.
I hid under the porch.
Because I love you.
I just met you and I love you.
I could smell you.
So are your wolves like when the Native Americans had horses and the horses were buried just like the best warriors and hunters? They were because they helped them hunt.
I
so
would-
They had
I would say yes. However, it would be much less uncommon. Like, it's not like everybody had a couple wolves or anything like that. Like, it was definitely, since I was the chief, I kind of had extra time and took pride in caring for
gotcha.
the wolves.
Okay.
4 hours pass as you make your way down the mountain. You make this path all the time. So simply through the social trails you have created, the path is fairly sturdy. But basically, it's not like you've worked on it. It's just from where your footprints have rutted into the ground. You make your way down, and in the distance, you see the smoke burning from chimneys in your village. Your village is made of a lot of thatch, a lot of log cabins, nestled kind of underneath the brow of many mountains. As you approach, you see some of the young look at you, and they nod in respect. The word then begins to pass fairly quickly through the village, and one of the town elders, a man in his early 40s, he's not very old, but he approaches wearing a vestment of many colors. Bjorn!
Eric!
What brings you down the mountain?
I felt like seeing some family. It's getting a little cold.
Well, you are always welcome.
Thank you, Eric.
Self-imposed exile can come to an end whenever you wish.
Less of an exile, more of a little hiatus, doing some studying and some reading.
For 20 years.
Yeah, there's lots to learn.
All right. Well, welcome back, Bjorn.
Thank you, Eric.
And he leaves you be. You hear the axes hitting the thrum of wood in the distance, and you see several crafters building boats. They're not galleons, but they're skiffs.
On the way in, if I like previous to this, on my way in the village, I would definitely greet the children, encourage them, play with them a little bit. When I reach the workers, compliment their work and try to boost morale and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some jovialness. Oh, Bjorn's here. Bjorn likes my work. One gentleman, as you approach and you say it, he looks to the man and goes, "Still needs more skill. Bjorn's eye has grown soft." just a grumpy old boatsmith.
Nice.
You make your way to a rather large hut. Seems to be where you would have most likely lived in the town, but you have since let it go. And your brother, your brother-in-law, your one-time sister, and their daughter and their young son obviously have now taken up residence. As you walk into this hut, you hear immediately a cough. It sparks something inside of you. Knowledge, nature, or medicine.
Roll high.
Yeah, what? Common cold.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, I believe that's a 22.
Okay, so at the mere sound of the cough, your world kind of, and you remember hearing something similar back in Nord. This takes you back, 25 years?
Yeah, 25.
And you see people in your village walking around basically rotting from the inside out. As you shake it off, you begin to pray to whatever gods that you believe that it's not that. And as you approach, you see Delilah laying in a bed, wrapped in furs, tea and soup next to her. She smiles warmly at you as you approach. Uncle Juan.
Normally I'd kiss her on the forehead, but this time I just kind of brush her hair back. It is good to see you, Dahlia.
As you brush her hair back, you see that there are scabs going down her ear. And you believe that she has what's called the walking rot. It is not the plague, but it is very rare, very deadly if not treated. But it lasts a while. It could last months, it could last years, but slowly your body simply decays from the inside out, almost like it simply can't heal, like it can't grow, like a fungus is eating it, but not a fungus, just that.
How contagious is it?
It's rare. It's rare. Usually a strong immune system will ward it off.
Okay.
So it's rare to actually get sick from it.
It is.
Do you know how you get it?
Could be from spores in the forest. It could be from something you eat. It could be that you're not sure. You don't know genetics.
If I look under a microscope, can I see like phalanges?
You believe it is because she is. This crosses your mind. Doesn't necessarily paint a picture of her, but in your mind, with the old ways, this is what your people would believe. She lacks strength.
Gia, come here and look at this. And I brush her hair back now on the side to show the scabbing.
He just nods.
So then you know.
I'd hoped it was something else.
Has she been getting her exercise?
No. It's hard, Uncle. Will it help?
Maybe so, but you're in no condition to run and play with the other children. You must start
She's
slow.
about 15, just so you're aware.
Okay. Dear, give me a moment, and I'm gonna go flip through some of my books. And since I know a little bit about this, do I roughly know any sort of cure or herbal or
Knowledge.
Don't mess up.
You can have advantage.
Thank God. Thank God.
Trevor, you
Dirty 20.
roll in your dice tray.
All right. So,
Your Wormwood sponsored, didn't you?
Where were dice?
In the dice tray.
as you look over it, you go to turn to a book, but you already know.
Okay.
You turn back. There is a legend among your people, passed down to chiefs. The walking rot is rarely cured. According to your people, there have been cases that have seemed to heal on their own through feats of great strength. One was a chieftain who went to war with a rivaling clan, and when he came back with the leader's head, it was said to have cured his illness, as though strength alone willed it out of him. For those who are of a more fragile disposition, there is also said near Norn a path of the ancestors, one that you walked when you had become chief, up into the mountains, where there is said to be a shrine, though no one enters it. Simply you walk to the top, you pay homage to the cave, and you leave. But it is said within that cave, there is a rare flower that grows, that can be given only by a chief to those who are ill.
Okay, 2 questions. It would not be sacrilege for me to go and take that flower?
It will not, but the legend also says it comes at a great price.
And even though I'm not currently the chief, would I think it'd be acceptable for me to go there?
You have to answer that for yourself.
Okay. Well, being older and seeing as much as I have, and I'm ready to. Bjorn is ready to see the world. It's part of the things that he's been studying. He wants to learn about cultures and art and potions and all the things that he's learned since coming to this new island. And he knows that he doesn't have too terribly long left.
How old is Bjorn?
Late 50s. So
He's got lots of time. So much time.
well, I'm sorry. Nothing but time. He doesn't have a 60 years. He's got a chunk left, but he'd be.
He's also living in a medieval world.
right. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have modern medicine. I'm going to find
Diseases like walking around.
Yeah. And I'm trying to go find a fucking flower.
Yeah, okay.
But there's
It's
ma-
all
But
good.
there's magic.
Yeah.
There is magic.
There's man. Oh yeah, you're screwed. So, Bjorn already knows that he's comfortable having to make that sacrifice for his niece. But Deer will have to do something in return. Deer,
He looks at you.
I know of a place.
Will save.
In the dice tray.
In the dice. 6.
You feel
That's
something
what it
you
should be.
haven't felt in a long time begin to well up from within you. First your love, next your town, next your people, then your sister, now your niece. It begins to bubble and curdle like your blood's on fire. And as you said dear, it seems to flash within you. He looks, what?
I need you to promise me something. Something that will help Dahlia and will help the nephew. Will say he's younger. I don't have a name for him picked out. Let's say Ingar.
Okay.
That's his son.
Yeah.
ENGAR?
Ingar. In order for Dahlia to heal, she needs to become stronger on her own. Take her to my cabin and train with both her and Ingar. You need to train them like they will be the strongest fighters in this land. And by the time that they are ready, I will be back.
I will do this if you think it will help.
Start slowly. Very clearly, she will not be able to keep up with the other girls her age, but build her strength back up. Her body will fight this disease.
I will. Where are you going?
I am going home.
That's the end of our vision.
Oh, nice.
All right. In the as you say that, in the behind you, hanging on a wall, is a cloak with an animal print on it. And our vision comes to an end.
Oh, do we know?
It's okay.
All right.
Did you say how long ago that was?
No.
Do we know how long ago?
He hasn't shared it. You don't know.
No.
We don't know any of that.
Are your
Well, I want to know. Jamie's very curious.
earrings pencils?
They are.
Nerd.
Oh,
They're
Those are
perfect because
awesome.
Jamie's
a teacher.
that's Jamie's biggest thing. It's not that you're a teacher, it's that you hold your pencil weird. I'm gonna buy you only pencil stuff for Christmas.
Only
Pencil snuggie?
Only
Pencil-
The
pencil.
lapping
trains.
of water can be heard as a boat pulls away from the Reef Prison.
Oh, that's cool.
As it fades into the darkness behind. But set the scene.
Do it, do it, do it.
Pale light is piercing through the clouds of an overcast night in an overcast land of Tyve. But still, that kind of pallid light washes over the ocean. As you pull your skiff along, you begin to hear what you believe are things in the water. Nothing dangerous. Fish, the like, perhaps lapping of coral reefs. And as your skiff moves across the ocean, you look up and you see the great tower of Gavra, the rock stone edifice that is connected to the castle. You're actually sailing by it, not under it, but pretty close as you head back. In terms of the landscape, Gavra sits on a peninsula. I'm going to draw this out with my hands. The group was here at the library. The castle of Gavra sits right on the edge of the peninsula, and the reef is here. So you're a little ways away from the rest of the group. As you begin to head back, you'll hit the west side of the peninsula, and then you'll be able to cut your way across back to hopefully finding the group, but it's been several hours since you left them. The boat is making its way, and you are left to your thoughts, your fears, your hopes, and in the back of your mind, you still see Gran, smiling but pushing you away. What would you like to do, sir?
Is Aaron on the boat with me? He had,
Aaron would be on the boat with you.
yeah. And are any of the other members of the Thieves Guild?
They are
just
not.
the two of us.
You
And so
notice that where you're heading back, though, you are heading, you would assume, back toward them. This boat, even though it's lapping, it's old medieval style. It has one of those chains. That kind of
okay.
so it kind of just makes its way across the.
I can only think of our one game. When I
Septum.
think of
Okay.
Septum.
Oi. Aaron. You are my oldest friend in Gavra. We've seen some shit together, haven't we?
Yes, Whisper.
I just need you to listen. And I need you to try not to ask me any questions. I just need you to listen, mate.
He puts his guitar down.
It's character development.
Yeah. What? I'm not going back to see Graham. Not because I don't want to, not because I don't love her, but because she told me not to. And we got something else to do. And I can't ask you to do it if you don't want to, but I've got to tell you what I'm gonna do. Remember those blighters we found in the woods? The ship that came here to look for a ship. Crazy, right? It's crazy. You can't get to the mainland, right? I gotta go.
He just points.
I know it is batshit, but I gotta go. I don't know why. My Gram is giving her life for me, so I can get to the mainland. I don't really know why. I don't understand, but it's what I gotta do. And I think those strange folks that we've been with, the blue one, and the two weird ones with the ears, I think they got something to do with it. Well, right, and that little guy, I still think maybe we could sell him, but but I think my fate is somehow tied up with them. I won't ask you to come with, but this is what I gotta do.
Then I'll come with.
I would like to do an insight check because I'm remembering Graham telling me she didn't like him. And he was very,
Nice.
right? I mean, since from the beginning, he has been like, oh, that's crazy. But he agreed to that pretty
Graham
quickly.
didn't like him. She didn't really say why.
No,
right?
she just said she doesn't
That's,
really like him.
this is the character arc.
It's gonna be
Visualize.
it's gonna be a
It's
14.
not an arc, it's a full circle. So it's gonna return back.
Looks like he'll go with you.
Yeah, it's not scary.
All right. So when we get back, we can't say a word. We're just gonna support. We're gonna say yes. Let's find a boat, and we'll find out what happens when we reach the mainland.
Sounds like a beautiful plan, it does.
It sounds like shit, but it's all I got right now.
Honestly, I like the idea of an adventure. We've been stuck in this place for quite a while, and, well, if anyone's going to get to the mainland, I think it's going to be them.
It's right. That I agree with.
There's a lot of coincidences for it to just be a coincidence.
Right.
Like, a lot of them.
A lot.
As the creak of the chain continues to pull, you think you see someone standing on the pier. A kind of fog is beginning to waft over Gavra, and you see the dim torchlights of the pier. Meanwhile, you hear a and a door opens. Torch lit, you see stairs leading down into the depths of the library. Normandy has taken the lead.
Are you sure you know where you're going? He's right behind you.
Of course I'm sure where I'm going.
Because I'm still stuck on why you wouldn't show her your library card. Like, this could have all been prevented and my shoes wouldn't be getting dirty right now.
Helena, like, some people don't like to show everyone their business.
Well, then why else would he have a library card if he doesn't want to show it to the library?
From what I've known, if you have business...
Well, the library murdered his friend.
If you have business worth noting, then why wouldn't you want to show it?
Isn't it better this way? Now we don't have anybody knowing that we were here.
This place seems to have pretty high security, so are you sure?
Is no one gonna talk about how, like, it detached itself from the rest of the...
That's what I mean. It has, like, a lot of...
Like, she took a book and it detached.
Yeah, I could tell. Don't do that again.
Well, what are they gonna do if they find us down here?
They'll
That
kill
was a
us.
book.
Oh, they won't kill us. We will most likely...
Librarians!
I don't know, librarians are...
Yeah.
Yes, that's a lot. They will most likely, if we are all found, either be imprisoned or killed. You are not supposed to be here. There are many secret archives here. I know my way around.
Well, obviously, you're not supposed to be here either.
Well, I trust.
And yet,
I trust your intent, but can you tell us what exactly we're risking our lives for?
two main things.
Okay.
I have a secret study here. It was when I was a psychiatrist to a young boy, and I was my study. It was my study, as well as archives. What else is there to talk about?
But we can't take anything.
Says who? I've got my study.
What are we doing?
So we can take stuff, we just can't take anything out. Okay. Helena, maybe there's some book about some light or something.
We have those dark glints we can find out about. We could find out more about the scattered or shattered isles.
The Shattered.
Shattered isles. And we could learn about the shattered isles.
Where exactly are we right now? I know we went down. Are we in?
Okay. Sorry, I thought you were.
No, it's okay. Are we in? Are we near your study? Are we just in another? Are there books? Are there shelves? Where are we?
We're walking down the stairs.
Think of like the sewers in France, like the skull ones. Think of that, but instead of like skulls and stuff and bones, it's just books.
Cool.
Okay.
How many people are typically in the library? Like, is there a good chance that there's gonna be other people down here in the creepy basement book area?
This time of night, it was usually only ever me, Jonas, and my study.
But Normandy, I do have a question. So this library card thing,
You're very stuck on it.
I am. But like, how does one get a library card?
You are either born into it, or you know the librarian.
Because I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like something that my brother would be really interested in.
Well, he didn't know Jonas,
But
and he
we-
wasn't born here.
You don't know my brother.
Maybe he killed Jonas.
Wow.
That was good.
He might have been the one that killed Jonas, for all we know.
Then why would he have a library card?
He wouldn't.
You reach after, like, you've been walking pretty slowly because it's not that far of a staircase. Kind of like walking, stopping, talking, yelling, walking, talking, bickering. You get to the bottom and then you reach stone wall, just pure stone wall.
I will walk up to it. Study fit for me.
A madman.
I will go up to it on a crease in the wall, line my fingers on it, and mutter the words, "Beyond the storm." as it will, the wall will go inwards and split apart.
Beyond the storm.
And this was your office when you were a psychiatrist.
I wasn't supposed to be here after night.
That doesn't answer my question.
You enter into a long hallway with many doors. Where you are looking is at the very end, you see a statue, an armor statue. There's probably 8 doors on either side. This seems to be the archives of the library. You know that you need to get to the armor.
I will walk to the armor.
Okay. As you reach the armor, you do hear.
Now, are there books as we're walking?
There is not. There are doors.
Beyond
8
storm.
doors on either side.
Okay.
You're like in the basement of a museum.
Ooh,
All the grandeur is gone. This is probably where they hold things. You do see on several doors things like forbidden or ancient archive. One of them says do not enter. And on one you hear what sounds like scratching, either somebody like writing on quill.
Door number 7.
Okay.
I go up to it, ready to open it. What does it say on the door?
D100, please.
Should we not be talking?
It doesn't matter.
59.
There's obviously
power.
someone in there.
It says to be sorted.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna open that.
I'm going to slap your hand away. Don't.
Bjorn,
This is my place. You can do your whatever your crazy things are later.
I look
this
down
is
at my
mine.
hand, and I look back at you, and I'm like a foot and a half.
Oh,
taller
I
than
do
you.
not care. Mind yourself.
Let's not try to
Now,
get caught.
stick with the group.
Can we not open up these doors and just follow?
We won't argue.
Wendy?
We will.
Yeah, don't put the.
She looks at you. Stop being a child, Bjorn.
Good girl.
You reach this. You reach the armor.
I don't know what to do with the armor. I didn't have this part.
I guess you best make it
Yeah.
up.
Alrighty, I will. I will go over to the armor and place the hands in an upward motion.
And all of a sudden you hear this. And you push it, and the door, like the whole wall moves with the armor. And you see a well-lit little study. You are in the heart of the library. You'd be right underneath the central panopticon desk. As you go down, there is a burning fire. You see a chase lounge. There are beakers and desks and things set up for experiments. You see several books lining. You see a nice, I guess I already said chase lounge. You see another table, and then you also see a small photo of a young, rather handsome boy.
Who's that?
That was the child I studied, is the best way to put it. I was his psychiatrist. He was my only patient.
It doesn't sound like you were very successful.
Oh no, I was. It's not that I only had one. It's not the quantity, it's the quality of the person. Quality of the patient.
Normandy, this is a little off-putting.
You had a high quality patient. Why were they in a psych?
And why
Never
do you
mind.
have a portrait of him?
Because that, my dear, is Francis Felric.
Francis Felric.
Felric?
Felric.
Francis
History check.
I can't do it. You just have to know as a player.
Felric.
Felric. F-E-L. Rick.
Rick.
Okay, so what's in here that you need?
Look around. This room is filled with books. It's a place for us to sleep. There's the chase lounge. I have my nook over there, my desk.
May I lay on the chase lounge? It's been a long day.
May do anything.
Thank you. Look that she's like now like Wednesday Addams.
Books.
Normandy,
Yes.
can I read some of your books, or are you going to slap my hand again?
Depends on which book. Any on my desk? No.
Are there
Hey,
books not on his desk?
Oh,
There's nothing is- that's-
There's the walls are shelves
Filled with books.
filled with
Filled.
books.
I want
Every
to.
single
As he's
one.
doing whatever, I will just be over there looking at him
Great.
and trying to find something.
I
that
can
sounds
I
fun.
can agree to that. So I definitely I would stay up a little too late tonight, going through over books and looking at the potions and alchemy set. And
So you don't know how long you have in here before the guards come. So hold on to that.
as long as I possibly
Yeah. So
I'm
we'll-
just going through looking at all titles.
Perfect. So we're gonna do this like in time. So we're not gonna
Right.
fast this. Normandy, as you are talking, kind of leading to stay away from my desk, you see that the fire ignites.
That's normal.
As you look over, as it ignites, you hear a kind of laugh in your head. It's a little cold.
I will. Is that you?
Goes quiet again.
Oh my god, I hate you. Well, I'll be at my study. I'll go to my desk.
As you reach your desk, you see that there is, so like everyone's kind of moving away. You're looking at all of his stuff.
Everything.
You started looking at his stuff. I would assume you don't really care.
No.
I'd be looking at more of like if he has any artifacts, any tchotchkes, any trinkets, more than the books.
Do you?
I would probably.
Like what?
There are 3 like clothes racks with like I have it.
+3 great sword.
No. Nothing
Yeah,
useful.
my study's full of magic items.
Yeah.
That's the amulet of 1,000 dragons.
Cloak of billowing.
Yes.
There are very gaudy outfits in here. There's probably there's a helmet on my desk. And in a corner there is a branding iron.
Perfect.
As they're all busy looking at stuff, though, I would like to kind of back myself out of the room and just read the doors. Like, I don't want to go into anything. I just want to see what they're labeled.
Do you let her leave?
I'd rather you not
I'm
leave.
sneaking.
No.
So the door would have shut behind you.
Oh, okay. I didn't say open.
No,
okay.
because if somebody finds you, do you wish to open it? Go out?
Yeah, she would.
Okay, so she walks toward the exit.
What are you doing?
Normandy, I just want to look at the different things studied here.
You can study the room. This room.
I'm not going in other rooms. I want to know what is studied here.
But it's much safer for in here.
I don't need to be.
Hey, we do not need to call attention and get kicked out of here. He needs to finish whatever he's doing.
And he may do so. While I'm out reading the doors, I will stand guard. If I hear any noises, I will come
Okay,
and
so
tell
if
you.
somebody comes after you, we're gonna all pretend we're not here and you can fight him by yourself.
We are perfectly safe in this room. 3 people knew about this area. It was me, Jonas, and Francis. We are safe in here. We have no need for a scout.
Would you like to share my chase lounge with me?
She scooches over to one side.
We're reading the doors on the way out.
Yes, it's fine.
Fine.
I read them on the way in.
Smart.
Yeah. Tell me what they say, Aggie, and I sit down next to her.
Okay.
So I'm still curious what we're going to do with the we have a cluster of pirates in the center of the city, and I don't think it'd be very wise to leave them unaccompanied for terribly long, especially since we told them we'd find them a place to stay. We told them that we would come back for them.
It's been like 4 hours.
It's specifically not to move.
I'm flipping through a book with my back to the rest of the group. He has a point.
As everyone is talking, Normandy, you reach your desk, kind of sit down, so much going on. You sit down, and you see that there is a book open with a dagger jammed in it and a letter, like a letter with a dagger through it.
What book is it first?
The book looks to be a atlas. It looks to be an atlas map.
Okay. I will read the letter.
So you would know that the map is The Atlas is something most likely that would have belonged to Jonas. He was a man of geography.
Interesting. Since just of Tyve.
The letter says, do you wish me to say it aloud?
No.
Secrets.
Can't help it. Okay.
Hey, mister, let's not go too far back. I don't want anyone to know.
Yeah. All right. I'll write. I think I can do it without. Yeah, I can do it without. So it says some stuff at the beginning that I won't reveal. Basically, the biggest thing though is it says, if you're reading this, they know.
Oh.
They know. I think they're coming for me. Don't come back. You notice that the dagger seems to be stuck to a point in Gavra. Looks like a small warehouse.
Is there blood? Is there blood on the dagger?
There is not.
Okay.
Is it Jonas's handwriting?
It is Jonas's handwriting, and the dagger looks to be a very specific blacksmithing style known by House Felric. Looks like Damascus steel.
Would I know anything of this area that it's stabbing into?
No. Looks to be like in the wharf section, poverty-stricken, but it does obviously look like it's pointing to something.
That's concerning.
Why would the note said don't come back?
I think it was referring to it was referring to this area.
Okay. Going to take that letter, stuff it in my pocket, close the book. I will not. I'll keep like a tab for the book, that page.
Okay?
Has everybody found what they're looking for?
Well, can I see if I found? I'm gonna say I'm looking for 3 different type of things.
Go ahead.
So I want to see if there's anything that talks about the people from Piln. The
lighthouse?
what? Yeah. What are they? What that?
Piln.
No. What is it called? The Phineas Moon.
I don't know.
Recasted.
Recasted.
Oh, the recasted.
So I want to look for that. I also want to look if there's anything on the different like bats and wildlife in the area. Yeah. And then I would also be looking for anything that talks about like maybe like dark or different type of magic that I'm experiencing.
Perfect. There's nothing on the magic.
Okay.
In terms of Piln and bats, are there?
I would say Piln, nothing about bats.
Piln. You find a book about Piln and the recasted.
I have 2 giant stacks of books I'm taking to another desk.
I will have
There's
grabbed
one
that
desk.
then. And
Yours?
Yes.
so
set
I
them
would
on
grab the
ground.
book on Piln and then I would go sit on the Chase Lounge by these 2 and like go like next to the Chase Lounge on the floor.
D100 to how boring this book is.
Incredibly.
100 is, it's enticing.
Okay.
99 is you can't read it.
63.
Okay, so it condenses a lot of information into a fairly palatable way, but it'll take you days to read it.
I want to read
can't-
the table of contents. And
There's no table of contents. It's a medieval journal.
What you got there?
I think this is about like people like Phineas, so I'm just we gotta do something.
He was interesting. Aggie, keep continuing about these doors. They were of no interest of me walking in, but now they're of
There
interest.
was the arcanium, the arcanic arcanium, to be sorted too. There was also ancient weapons, myths and monsters, a hero with 6,000 faces. I don't remember the rest. It wasn't that important to me.
See?
I don't know what point you're getting at.
There's some useful stuff. Normandy, who all studied here? Like, what are these other rooms? Where do they belong to?
And
Do you have to have a library card to get into one of these rooms?
Do you have money here?
I do have money here.
Can we have some money?
I will have some of my money. Going to like reach into one of my drawers and like those like diamond mats they have. I'm just have like it's those but with glints.
Okay, you open it up and you see 10 severed fingers and no money.
I'm going to push that back in.
Sounds like that's an issue.
What is?
I think very clearly we heard.
We're gonna keep that one closed. I'm gonna check another one.
Very well. So
All the money's gone.
Oh, just.
I kind of know what's going on. I'm insightful enough like that, and I stand up and pat my knees. So before we go, Normandy,
Yes.
could you pick out 3 books for me to take with that I could study?
Of these 3,
We can't take anything.
we can take these.
There is his private collection.
These will not make the library activate.
I don't think so.
Okay, again, I'm gonna take this.
What is it?
It's this book on pill.
Okay, I have that one.
Could you pick out 3 for me?
What are you looking for?
Anything.
Fiction, non-fiction?
I want to learn about the world. Magic or potions or nature or culture.
There is no magic books. I didn't like studying about
no
nature. It was
magic.
boring.
Do you go over and look at books with him?
After the game, just write down 3. So we'll say
Oh,
you
yeah.
came and you grabbed 3 off the shelves to get.
I would say, are you going to grab books for him?
I'm guessing I'm just gonna grab books from your pile.
Either any whatever. That's fine. I just
If-
want to learn.
Do you walk away from the desk for a second?
I mean, like, no.
Yeah.
How?
You said you put them next to my desk.
No,
He
he.
said he put him on the floor.
Next to my desk.
I don't think I've ever run a campaign where the group hasn't wanted to go and spend like 6 hours in a library.
I was gonna say this is fascinating. It's like reading Rainbow
I-
meets D&D.
I want to.
Nothing is as adventurous as reading.
That's right, exactly. You can
As
find
he's,
it in a book.
as he's
Reading rainbow.
as he's going through and grabbing the books, I want to try to open that drawer
Oh, no.
because I'm gonna try to take a glint.
Okay, you open the door. You see severed fingers in the drawer.
I was trying to do it without him noticing.
Yeah, I think that this is fine.
Okay.
Like, he is not omniscient in this room. Floating around.
Is this some
Not
type
yet.
of? Is this some type of currency here?
What?
5-finger discount.
Oh! Intermission.
We have to talk.
I'm not joking.
No, I know you're not.
What? Oh no! I'm gonna slap that out of your hand and like try to catch it.
You notice Jonas's ring on the finger that you hit to the floor.
I'm going to take that ring.
Okay, you take it.
Whose fingers are those?
That is not a problem that you should be asking.
There's severed fingers. How is that not a problem?
As I said, not a problem you should be asking.
I kind of like slowly, like and quietly walk up, like shoulder to shoulder behind him. Normandy,
Yep.
I'd say that now is probably a good time to have less secrets.
I'm not keeping secrets.
I'm confused because you opened this and said you had a lot of money.
I said I had a lot of money, then I opened it. And then I closed
So
it.
this is not worth anything.
This is worth nothing.
I used to go to war for a living, and we never took people's fingers.
You think I did this? I was expecting glints.
It's
You don't know what you're doing.
Are
because you're
these
not telling us.
Francis's?
No.
I'm gonna go.
I look at
Are
the
these the little boys, Normandy? And she kind of starts
wasn't
backing
a
up
little
from
boy.
the wall.
I want to.
Aggie, he wasn't a little boy.
Why are
first
you
of all.
keeping secrets?
Can I
I'm
look?
not. This is fingers.
Can
I
I-
didn't think we need to know about fingers. I am terrified.
You don't look terrified.
I want to look at the portrait. Except for one, I'm gonna see if the he has hands, fingers.
He has no one painted him without fingers.
See?
But I do want to look at it, and like I'm just gonna like, cause he's being weird, and like, what does the boy look like?
Insight.
I have good insight.
I know what I'll do. I'm gonna go over my
9.
Looks like a young, somewhat handsome boy with like no distinguishable features. Other than the Francis Felric crest.
I'm gonna go over to my
The Felric.
sconces that are made of glints.
Okay.
Because books, they catch fire. Are the glints still in them?
So like this room is lit with glints.
Yeah, like the glints outside of Gavra, the towers. It's those, but like there's like
small.
Yeah,
3 in
I
each
mean,
one.
they've been made into the sconce.
Yeah.
You could break it and get a couple out, but it wouldn't be worth that much.
Okay.
I mean, glints are glints, so
Glints are
you know,
glints.
you could maybe get a few hundred gold if you broke them on, then you'd be in darkness in the room.
When I see Aggie get terrified of him and start to back up, and he walks towards one of the sconces.
Oh, I'm not walking towards one of the sconces. That was just a question.
Okay, well, either way, I'm going to pick you up by your collar and put you against a bookshelf.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's a barbarian.
Yeah.
Normandy,
I'm not gonna fight it.
I'm going to ask you once nicely. You're the only one in this group who's not shared about themselves. And now we find fingers in your desk, in your office, in a library you said you were allowed to be in. So, stop talking right now. It is time that you open up a little bit.
Why are we here? Why are we here?
That's what we're trying to figure out, Aggie. It's
why were
I'm like
we
one
still
hand. It's
confused
okay,
why
Aggie. So,
My name is Normandy Borthol. I am a 73-year-old man. I was a childhood friends with the librarian here named Jonas Lowry. We both, I'm trying to think of the word, applied for the same position at the library, the head librarian. You could get a library card as well as this room. We didn't know of this room yet, but it was library card and librarian. We were both studious. I, for the past few years, have been studying this room with my friend Jonas. He was the librarian and he did all the paperwork. I was the money man, whoever needed, if there was a book ever bought, because you could do that instead of stealing them.
Hey, well, I would if anyone would give me money.
You were the money man. Someone didn't pay up. You cut off their fingers.
No.
Figured it out.
Really, what happens?
No.
Aggie, no, it's okay.
I'm
It's
still
okay.
explaining.
Normandy, please
Meanwhile-
continue. Damn it!
What Rue's think on all of
Martin
this?
has-
Rue's being very quiet.
Martin hasn't talked in an hour.
No, it's good.
We've never actually had a conversation. Except for the first time we met.
No, every time I talk to you, you're sassy as hell towards me.
I've talked to you like once.
Meanwhile,
Is this
Library
The
book.
chain continues to pull until finally it goes taut. Ernan and Whisper, you make your way off of the skiff, and standing on the shore, wrapped in mist, you see Tavros and Magritte. All right, dear love. What'd you find out?
Oh, nothing important. Nothing much.
Tavros takes a step forward. Perhaps you do not understand the situation you're in.
Why don't you explain it to me, Tavros? Why don't you explain why my Graham is sitting in a cell when you had all the doors wide open? I walk in as easy as you please. You explain that to me.
It's where she wants to be.
Is that right? It's where she wants to be, not where you want her to be.
Your gran is wrapped in a beautiful spider web called the Guild. And where the Guild wants her is where she wants to be.
She didn't tell me nothing.
I find that hard to believe, Whisper. And since your little escapades, we've been taking a lot on faith from you. A lot on faith. And I think, well, we will get some answers from you. What the hell is this ring about? What the hell are these pirates about?
I told you everything I know. I went into the water like I always do. I was looking around. I found a box. In that box, I found that ring. I know I screwed up. I admit it. I should have done the job. So I gave you the ring as a sign of my good faith. And I delivered those plum pigeons to you. Those clueless fucks. in the middle of the town who don't know a thing. And they've got a box of gold as big as your head. I think I'm doing all right.
She nods. Those clueless fucks killed 3 of our best men.
Yeah.
I told them just to wait in the city. I was very explicit that they was to stay by the fountain, and I was going to get there, and I thought you could handle them. I mean, these guys, they were like waiting for a boat in a forest. Who does that?
Tavros takes a moment, a long breath, his face still covered in his metal helm.
And this guy's huge, right?
He's big.
Yeah.
He's big. Aaronin is kind of taking a step behind you, and he's standing there with he's got his guitar in one hand, and his hand kind of reaches toward his belt. Just kind of stand. He looks like he's standing pretty, but he looks ready. Mm-hmm. Magritte looks over at Tavros and nods, and Tavros is where we stand. Whisper. We have it on good authority that your grand's been making some deals. Cutting in pretty deep with the widows. Well, it seems that they're trying to buy your way out. Now, she may have won over one side of the guild, but our side, we're not so sure. So I guess, here we stand. Give me one good reason. I shall let you leave.
So I reach in to my pocket and I pull out one of the favors from the petals and I say, why don't you just go, cool down, relax, have yourself a nice time at the petals. You know I'm for the guild. I've always been for the guild, the way my gram raised me. And you can't be too surprised that she would have a little deal on the side. That's what she does. It's like me old Graham says. If you're not trying to get an extra deal in the deal, you're not making a deal at all.
Magritte reaches forward and takes it. I'm sorry, Whisper, but that's not enough. Anything else you can offer? It's a deal and a deal. Cut his throat open. Take his time.
Yeah, I got some news. There was this bloke I met in the woods. His name was Phineas Moon. Bluish kind of tint to him. Said he was from Piln. I don't know what he was doing in the middle of the forest, but I heard that he might be here, and I heard there might be a price on his head. Now I'm giving you that information.
All right. Well, if that's all you can offer, I suppose here we stand. About to part ways. Forever. And he pulls out his sword.
I don't think you want to do that.
I really think I do. Initiative.
Man, okay.
Run, Whisper, run.
I'm fine.
Well, who's it? Old Magritte?
She's like in her mid-30s.
Oh, she's not.
She's
just,
like
but
a,
she's like got she's got bad health.
I had a natural 20.
Woo!
Yeah, but she's like really hot.
No,
isn't she?
Magritte is not the...
Oh, that was
Old Maggie!
Yeah, that's old Maggie.
Old Maggie! No, Magritte's fine.
Magritte's fine as
So this
hell.
is Tavros.
She's fine, girl.
Yeah.
And
Okay, great. Nat
There's two of
20.
them.
Awesome. We've got a nat 20, and then I don't have my evil dice, so I'm gonna have to use normal die.
no.
I know.
Is
Asterisk.
the evil dice in your in the box here?
Oh, yeah.
They're in here.
In your wormwood.
Wormwood.
They keep your dice safe. Why remove?
All right.
Weird.
Wormwood. Okay. All right. Tavros. Oh my God, he almost rolled a nat 20. He did not.
Okay.
Let's see if I want to use the back of this. Okay. We got nat 20.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I would like this die. Nat 20.
That Aaron?
What's your AC?
Oh, my ace. Or you mean my
Dex?
It is a +3.
Okay.
Wait, Aaron got a nat 20?
Aaron got a nat 20.
You guys are
All right.
Come on. Get him. I keep saying that, but I don't think I know.
All right. So you're stuck on the pier. You see, this is a wharf pier. It has all the accoutrements of a pier. You see that there is a large skiff to your left, and there's a galleon to your right. The gangplanks are down. You see several barrels lining the way. They have blocked your passage in on the pier. Behind you see wharf structures, and behind you see the boat leading back to the reef. A little distance on, you see what looks like a Baroque gate, because there's a gatehouse blocking this side of the pier into the city, as it is the direct link to the reef. So there is a wall leading inward to the city. Does that make sense? Like there's a large inland gatehouse, because you're at the coast.
Is the gate open?
It is currently open with a portcullis midway down. Whisper, you have initiative, sir.
Hang on.
With a flash, I pull out my stalker coin and say, "My gran earned this with her blood."
He has his rapier out. Where in the fuck you get that?
I just said, "My gran earned this with her blood." You fuck with me with this, you don't want to see what's gonna happen to you when the guild finds out.
He puts the sword, he sheaths it. All right, Whisper. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a familiar ring. A little trade den.
Flip it to me.
Get yourself scarce. The Magret sheaths his sword, and they begin to walk back toward the city.
Nice.
Don't kill him.
He will fuck me up. Oh, okay. Yeah. So how far am I? So they had blocked my way. So
So you see, as you say this,
yeah.
you see Aaron do the step like a riposte, like where his foot goes high. That's right!
And like I push the tip of his. I think we just let them go, and we're gonna find those other blokes, and we gotta get out of Gavra. Right, like immediately.
Well, all right then. What was it you just gave him? What was that? What was that? Why was they all of a sudden so aggressive toward us?
I don't honestly know, but as you know, my family goes fairly far back with the guild. My Graham gave me a token for just this kind of emergency.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, I only
One
got,
for Graham. Thank you, Graham. And he yells out to the ocean.
I only got a one, so I think we better go.
Back to with the pirates or the.
Yeah, it sounds like those pirates have made a right muck of things, so I think we gotta find those other blokes, get the pirates, get the ship, and get out.
All tonight. Are we
Well,
going to sleep at all?
I don't know. I don't know if we can get a ship tonight.
But honestly, you know what, Whisper? It's always an adventure with you, always. But right now, I think that we need to count our blessings.
Yeah, it's right.
So let's just make our way back.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I could use that cooling music.
That was so great because I was going to suggest something we learned from our last campaign that works almost every time. Pocket sand.
Pocket
I was going to say pocket sand.
I was gonna do the dive
People are
into the
still
pier. I was just gonna turn
Not
and
even
dive.
face
No,
it,
I
not
was like,
even
I'm
face
out
it.
of here.
F Tavros.
But
All right.
Nope.
Meanwhile, gang. Meanwhile.
People are still wondering about Trash King's jetpack.
He has it.
Don't know what to tell you.
yeah,
Keep watching.
Oh no, not now. I just mean because Pocket King.
All right.
All right, so I still have Normandy.
Continue.
Where was I at?
You applied for the same job and I don't know if you didn't get
Oh,
it.
yes. I was the man that kept track of all our money, as well as I studied psychology in my meantime, or the study of the mind. I soon became in contact with the Felricks, an esteemed family in Gavra, in Gavra. They are a treasury, which is the best way to put it of glimpse. I was there to study their children. Make sure they don't talk if they're ever put into situations like this.
You made it so the children can talk?
I made it so they knew the best way to talk in an interrogation.
What would they be interrogated for? They're just children.
They're Felricks. Velpa.
Wait, are those the same people you showed us the house in the square and told us not to go into?
Yes. You don't deal with Felricks.
Okay.
They'll kill
Wasn't that the
you.
kid you were studying?
That was the middle child, Francis Felrick. I started with George. He was the oldest of the
You
sons.
said you only had one person and now you're lying.
Well, I had one person at the end of my career. And then I
It
left.
sounds like he had one at a time.
Exactly.
That's
Annie
not
gets
what
it.
he said.
I did not say that.
I'm still concerned about the fingers. Should we get out of here?
We should.
Okay, why? I don't understand why we're even here.
It was to find something.
I thought it was to
what?
talk to Jonas, but he's obviously dead.
Yes, I know.
Have you-
I'd rather not
have
talk
you-
about his death.
No, I don't know who this is. Was he important to you?
He was one of my longest friends.
I'm sorry for your loss.
okay.
hugs him, his
Oh,
leg.
His legs was.
Thank you, Aggie. I greatly appreciate
Okay.
this.
So we can leave now, right?
We can try.
What was it that you
What?
were looking for?
I was looking for anything that Jonas would have left me. He doesn't simply...
They left you his fingers.
Well, he didn't leave me his fingers.
Are you saying they gave him the finger?
Wait,
He didn't
did
leave me
you
his
did you
fingers.
find anything except his fingers?
I found an atlas. He found himself a geographer, thinking himself better. But I found an atlas with a dagger in it. It is pointed toward the slums of Gavra, which is the best way to put it.
I put him down.
Cool.
Can I see that dagger, by the way? It's reminiscent of mine. I also have a Damascus dagger.
Of course I will. I'll pull it out.
Very different than yours.
Okay.
Normandy. Do you believe in destiny? Fate?
I had no cares for those.
I do.
Is it Matthias?
Yeah, just in your head.
Matthias.
Parts of me want to believe in it, but I never grew up caring.
You seem to have quite the strange destiny. But see it through and be open to your friends.
I'll
And I give him a
try.
hug.
I will. I was open. You just never asked. Am I wrong?
That's true.
We did.
Oh,
Kind
Yeah,
of.
we have
A
all
lot.
attempted to get information
sorry,
from
you-
you.
I've asked like 5 times on the way down.
yeah,
there.
but everyone can tell you don't really care.
Before we do leave, I would like a book as well if you have anything on ancient history or mythos or anything along those lines.
Gavra, I may.
You find a book of gnomish gods.
So you would have a book of broken language,
Oh,
the one that you've been trying to decipher.
oh, just the one that I have.
Yeah.
I do, but that is very near and dear to me. Other than that, would I have anything on mythoses?
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, are you a religious person? Do knowledge religion.
Okay. That's a 5.
No, you do not.
I would like a book of alchemy and herbology, if you have those two. I don't know if you studied that.
I may have something on herbs. Make sure I don't get poisoned. Mushrooms and stuff.
Did you
That'd be
study
great.
anything about the light that comes within these glints?
I studied glints. Not the dark ones. I didn't know of those yet. That's not my fault.
Well, you should get that book.
I don't know where that book is.
Was it taken?
I don't know if it is a book, is what I mean.
Is it like an ancient weapon? Because there's a room for that.
Would I know anything of the other rooms or just this one?
They're mostly books. There's a
just
little
like
bit of
books.
museum stuff in there.
Okay.
You would think that there's not much to it.
Okay.
Like anything that's going to actually be worth something is not going to be kept here
Okay.
because the Felricks and the Velpas would buy it.
Yeah.
While we're wrapping up, I would like to cast Detect Magic and do a pass around the room.
You detect that the fire is being magically lit.
And me.
Yeah, and you would detect him and his book.
Okay.
Can I have the book on the glints?
Which one?
Anything that has to do with the light that
There's
comes
not much
within
magic
them?
anywhere else in the library.
Like I said, which ones? That whole shelf is just that.
Here, Helena, let's just take this one. And I just grab one.
Not that one.
I have no clue what it is, but I took one.
So,
I don't want to carry books. It always sounds like a good idea before a hike, but if you carry them, it's very bad.
It's quite.
And we're going to be hiking a lot, so just make sure that...
Norman,
Okay, I'll be quiet.
One small
finish.
dense book.
Nor-
Take on my flex.
Normandy, you said we needed to come here for information and maybe to get some sort of plan. And now it seems like we haven't really gotten anywhere.
Because Jonas is dead.
Jonas is dead. Thank you. We don't need that to be reminded.
Sorry.
anymore. It's okay.
He's dead, though.
So,
I don't know. You
where?
guys talked about how her parents were dead.
I have my areas in my slums that I could visit, but that's probably a surprise attack. But I know it could be a surprise attack. Thus is it as face-off.
A,
It
But-
wouldn't be a surprise.
Exactly, it'd be a face-off.
a face-off with who?
I don't know, Felrix. I mean, Francis went missing,
You said
and then
not
I went missing.
You said not to mess with the
You went missing.
Well, yeah, I ran.
Your story is very confusing.
Exactly. I don't like talking.
Should we maybe leave here?
We should.
No, I
Because
think
of
we should grab more
the
books.
fingers. How long does it take to put something
You're
in your
growing.
bag? All right, can we let's talk when we get out of the place we're not supposed to be in.
Right. 2 more things. I'm going to grab 2 journals, a blank one and one that's fully written and stuff.
Look, Aggie, more books.
Aggie, this is a journal for you. Write in it anytime you need.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
get to carry this.
Aggie. Before she puts it away, I was going to offer, Aggie, would you like me to carry that for you?
No.
I would like to go over to the fire really quick and just see if there's anything about it other than just being of magical origin.
Investigate.
Uh, 13.
No.
Okay.
Nope, just originated from magic that you didn't see was cast.
Right.
But you're new to this whole thing, so it's not ringing any bells in your head. No
Right.
alarms.
For all I know, it could just be an auto, and the fire just lights when people walk into the room. I have no idea.
It is.
Why don't we go check on our little pirate friends?
It's a great idea.
We said
Hi.
we'd be back sooner than it seems. It's there's starting to be shadows from the sun going down.
We said we'd be back before dark, so
Oh, we should also probably find those other two.
Who?
I think they'll find us. I don't think they're the type that would be able to be found. I think they're the type that would be able to find us.
I feel I'm good at finding people.
Okay. So you guys start to head out of the library. As you make your way up, you do not encounter any guards. You make your way back through the secret passage. You've done this before. You start to walk away from the dome onto the bridge leading out of the city. Would you say that you spent a little bit of time down in that studio as you guys were talking and things like that? Like, I would say that you guys took some time.
20.
15
I don't know if it was that. I think it was a little longer than that.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I do. I think with all the back and forth, discovering the
Yeah, because I guess
It was
we
a
kind of
couple
like
hours.
the fingers
The whole
and the
thing.
talk, I would
Hours.
say
And
it's a couple
collecting
hours.
books.
Yeah, and collecting books, and then just talking about more books, deciding to keep
Couple
some
hours. I don't know about that.
Books are interesting.
maybe 2 hours by the time we walked.
As you make your way back to the center of the piers, you'll notice the castle of Gavra kind of shining under the light of the glint towers, the ones that are igniting the whole city, just constantly keeping this kind of darkness at bay. As you reach in, you hear the bustle of people working night shifts on trying to load some of the cargo into the ships. But for the most part, in the city, it seems to be rather quiet, other than perhaps the outcries of some drunken debauchery still happening in some of the taverns of the city. Out of the darkness and the mists, you see Erinin and Whisper come out. They look a little bit more disheveled than normal, like they've been kicked around a little bit, but they look okay as they approach the rest of the group.
Zero, they're right there.
Oh, it's great to see you. Have you been back to see our friends in the fountain, middle of town?
No, we were on our way back to do that now.
Yeah, right. We better get over there. I heard a little birdie told me there might have been some trouble.
Of course there was.
I don't understand why we're responsible for them.
Honestly, I don't know if we are responsible for that.
We're not, but do you know how to do it? Do you know how to sail a ship?
Obviously not.
Right. Neither do I.
Because I crashed it.
Neither does he.
Yeah, crashed mine.
How big of a ship?
Oh, I think we gotta get to the mainland.
At least enough
Isn't
to
that
carry
where you?
30
Isn't
or
that
so
where?
people.
Isn't that where you wanted to go, Bjorn? I think it's time we think about what Bjorn wants.
You found a ship.
No, but I found some sailors. I left them in the middle of the town.
Those aren't sailors, those are pirates. And it's,
And what we all found is opportunity.
That's right.
I'm totally falling for it right now.
I do want to just back up 1 second. You did detect invisibility on somebody sitting on the Chase Lounge.
It's Merrick.
Mark.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
You mean I get like very jovial. I pick you up and give you a bear hug and like spin around. I can't believe you found a ship.
Yeah, slow down. I found some sailors, which you found too. I think we talked to them. They can tell us what we need in terms of a ship.
Well, we'll need a much bigger ship if they're coming with us.
This has been the plan the whole time.
That's
If
right.
you get me any ship, I can sail it.
That's true. She probably would have sailed the ship better if we kind of held her captive.
If you
for a few
didn't,
days.
steal all my shit and let me drive, we wouldn't be crashed here.
It was a really big ship, and there was a very small crew.
I do know about sailing smaller ships as well. I mean, we came from the mainland. My people had to fish to survive for a number of years.
So I'm not trying to put the whole the negative ending on this. But let's say we get a ship. Where are we going to go? The seawall out there, it's blockaded. There is an embargo. The land bridge that led to Tyve blew up about 25 years ago. There's sheer, horrible, unscathable cliffs all the way around the mainland. And it is said by many who would know it cannot be entered. So,
But there's still
Did
people
my
living
people
there?
come across the land bridge?
yes.
And then it blew up.
Yep.
So it is the
Land bridge.
okay. So there's the Gavran embargo is blocking the sequestered sea.
Yeah, so there's a large navy out there, and then they're still working on the seawall. You can kind of see it. And as he points out, you see in the darkness, kind of like covered in the mist, you see large wall built out into the ocean. Player-wise, this is very reminiscent of the Forge of Karagas.
So are we walking back as we're
I
talking?
think we better.
Yeah, so you're still on the wharf. You've talked, you've caught up, you begin to turn toward inland.
Normandy,
Yes.
is there any easy way to get a ship?
How would I know?
You're from here.
I may be from here. I was not a fisherman.
He wants to go to the slums and fight some guy named
I
Frederick.
don't know.
Elric.
I'm just as happy to
Skittles.
walk into an ambush as the next guy.
Oh,
But-
no.
So the guy that we were looking for, his friend is dead. And we found his fingers.
You didn't need to tell them the finger things.
Yeah, I think that everyone kind of needs
You wouldn't
to know that.
fingers.
All right, that's,
Oh,
that
you're a
doesn't
bad
sound
person.
Yeah, that's right.
No, you're a bad person. She said sus.
No.
My character.
You make it to about the first house on your way back.
You're hanging out with those kids too much.
When a green light shines from atop the tall tower of rock.
Oh yeah.
You kind of look up and you see this kind of green light begin to just kind of pierce through the clouds. It seems to cut open cut through the glint light. It seems to be shining because in the distance, right on the break wall, you see what looks like a small, like I'm talking like a small little lighthouse, kind of like a glint of green light. It almost looks like the lighthouse from The Great Gatsby. Just
Never read.
you should. It's great. So, as this light ignites, can I get perception checks?
Dirty 20.
That one.
Dirty 20.
11.
18.
18.
The 20s will have just enough to see it. Looks like something, like, I mean, this is way on the edge
Wait,
of,
is it dark in darkness?
it is in darkness.
Can we get a
Oh,
+1
plus
to it?
one.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
19.
21.
21.
21. So you look into the darkness, and it looks like something is being held up, and something is glowing from the top of it,
On the wall.
on the wall.
I don't like that.
And I'm confused. This is the lighthouse? I'm confused on where this is at. I'm sorry.
So there's a break wall out in the, so if you're looking at a map, there's
Yeah.
a wall that's literally been built into the ocean.
Oh, okay.
And something is on the wall,
Got it. Okay.
shining.
Okay.
Believe part of this. Like sending a signal
Got
that's being
it.
answered
Okay.
to the by the light.
Huh? No.
Oh,
It's being answered
never
by
mind.
the light on the
The tower
tower.
of Gavra is not just emitting the light. You see rocks begin to fall from it as cracks of green light begin to crawl their way up the stone obelisk. Almost like whatever's out on the break wall is like activating this obelisk. Can we get the music up, please?
We need to go find our friends.
I think
Yeah.
right now this might be our chance.
That's what the plan is.
I'm going to start running back to the main
So
square.
as you turn to run, all of a sudden you hear what sounds like cannon fires out into the ocean. Just like just hundreds of cannons going off. And as you take a step, kind of like, we need to go, one of the glint towers cracks and begins to fall down into the city.
How far from us?
That's not.
Pretty close. Like actually dust begins to erupt around you.
Oh, now I.
The obelisk continues to crack and break as more and more green light emerges.
Is this normal?
I think maybe one of the other houses
It has
has
to.
broken the treaty.
It has to be.
So Angelette hides underneath you.
Who?
Aggie?
Aggie.
Aggie. Oh yeah, I was about to say I'd like to pick Aggie up before I start running.
Okay.
We need to go to the main
It looks
square.
like war. Let's go.
Where are you going?
We
Back
back
to
to
the
the
main
main
square
square to see if we can
with
find the
pirates.
pirates.
Okay, perfect. As you run, dust billows through the streets. You begin to hear bells and alarms be going off through the city. In the distance, you can see green light erupting over the clouds in the distance. And all of a sudden, you see people coming out of their homes, and they're just pointing as you're running against the grain. They're just, you see the fear of their eyes pointing back, but you're running in the opposite direction.
Okay, I would turn around and look.
So she turns.
I would stop if you stopped.
I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna be running and just look back to see where
Oh, okay.
everyone's pointing.
I'd look back.
Yeah.
Okay, you look back. Nope, don't care.
I'm pushing people.
I mean,
out
I'd be glancing back, like if everybody's pointing at something, like every now and then I'll be turning around, but I mean, I'm still looking towards the square.
The square.
I'm running.
Okay, and
Yeah, I would look back.
Aaron would just run. nope, not about this. Those of you who look back, the break wall falls into the ocean.
Holy
Aaron and whisper, you should look.
Not yet. Oh, I think I can hear it. I think we should go, love.
It sounds like the break wall.
It's broken.
Fell into the ocean.
It was the break wall.
But now we can take our ship through.
Boom! At this, there is a shockwave that just erupts across the city. Dexterity saving throw.
I'm not good at those.
Oh no, I'm not a monk
Man.
anymore.
All right.
Oh.
Oh God.
22.
16.
I have a plus
you need a
5 and I only
16.
got an 8.
Oh yeah,
No.
no, 7.
No.
No.
11.
All right. So if you make it, you get hit with this shockwave and you fall to the ground. That's those of you who don't are lifted and smashed into the wall. Just bam! Hit into the
Lifted
wall.
and smash.
Lifted and smashed into a wall.
On a 22, can I say do like cool shoulder roll?
Yeah. Just a little bit of a raspberry. 2 damage if you fail. So boom into the wall, into the walls of the city. This stops everyone in their tracks, and the entire sky is ignited in green light. The obelisk is shooting green light into the sky, and literally a maelstrom is starting to form in the clouds, swirling around it. Player-wise, you believe that this would be the Dark Scepter out on the brick wall. Or
How'd they
the
get out there?
Staff of the Stars.
How did it get out there? Or how did they get out there? Ah! I'm excited.
Hey, it's that thing.
It's that thing right there.
It's
Can't
that
see it.
thing.
Can't
Oh
No.
We can see it.
We know. As you lift and the dust begins to settle, and the square far off into the distance of the city, behind you hear people just begin to scream. Like now they're running in the opposite direction. They are running toward you. Some of them begin to try to trample you as you kind of move away, but there's people all over, and many of them have fallen. And as you stand up, who has the highest passive perception?
I've got it.
15.
Yeah, I don't have that.
15.
13.
11.
15s? The 2 15s, you turn the dust blowing, and when you look out, you see something coming from the break wall. Intermission.
No.
Welcome back to Roll Seekers, The Legend of the Bell. We had a very climactic first half. Let's jump right back into tonight's game. I was having a good time. I hope you is too. All right.
That's good. That's
Thanks.
some good English.
That's some good television.
That there.
Crud, I lost my...
You can do it. You can do it.
There we go. Here we go. Gotta get that music.
Join us.
Welcome.
Join us. Join us. Join us.
Helena and Rue, you turn toward the break wall. Gavra is surrounded on all sides by ocean. It's on a peninsula. It lines up and meets a large mountain. Out into the ocean, they have built a great wall that spans most of the northern coast, almost like they're trying to build a wall to separate Scottersden even more from the mainland of Tyve. As the just kind of the glint in the distance of green light activates the obelisk. Green light washes over all of Gavra, and the break wall in the distance collapses. The city is screaming. As you stand up, brush yourself off from the dust, you see something coming from the break wall, coming from further inland, almost like something was summoned.
Oh boy.
Like a great wave of darkness, you see what looks like tangible shadows begin to move across the water. It stays away from anywhere that the torches of the glint towers cast their light, but one has fallen. And in this part of the city, it seems to wash over people, suffusing around them, completely engulfing them in darkness. You hear people scream, you see soldiers come rushing out to try to protect the civilians. As one turns to the two of you, they are again suffused in darkness. Literally just, you see them reach out and just, almost like the darkness is trying to breathe into them. They immediately begin to change. Their shape, you can't see any of their physical features, but they begin to elongate. Their hands growing longer, their faces going softer as they kind of upright, just will save.
No!
All of us? Or him? Oh.
You don't have to, Jane. Just
12.
But I saw it too.
Nope, just
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have been here before.
Okay. Just out of reaction, I'm going to take my shield out and face whatever's coming at us. I say, everybody watch out! And I cast Twilight Sanctuary. So everybody within 30 feet of me, you'll see this dome of just like a darkness just kind of like fall down around me and cover up everybody within a 30 feet radius. And that's all that happens right now.
Take me 1 second.
I think we
before
should
continue.
go.
Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. You cast this. Darkness falls over you. And as you open your eyes, expecting to see your friends, your newfound family, we'll call them friends for now, your newfound friends around you, that's not what you see. You see people in boats, majestic and grand, seeming to move along turquoise oceans like glass. You see yourself, the same spell coming down around you. And in the distance, you see the same obelisk ignited in green light. On the shores of a Skarsden unmarred by civilization, the mountain completely cast against the horizon, still overcast. It's your time. So you see a figure standing on the shores in black armor, shining with green light, something in their hand. It is a scepter, but it has no gem on the top of it. It simply is in his hand, and as he lifts his arm outright, you see friends in front of you, people that you fought with, people that you've grown up. They literally lift, and some of them begin to literally turn into darkness in front of you. As they do, these ones that are turning do not seem to be running from this figure. They seem to be bowing before him, turning into shadows. And as you notice those of your people that run towards to fight this figure, they simply lift the scepter and your friends begin to blow away into dust. Your spell comes down right as this kind of erasure comes to hit, and as it hits your spell, it just kind of dissipates. And as you kind of are forcing, the city reappears around you, and these new friends are behind you. Initiative.
I got this. I don't got this.
Should I roll a big die?
Yes, you should.
Nat 1.
You're going last, my friend.
Thank God, it's for initiative.
9.
Hey, Jim. I like this dice.
I don't.
What do we act initiative? Dex?
Your initiative.
That's Dex though, right?
Yeah. What do you...
Fuck off, Allie.
All right.
Allie, could you hand me some of that candy?
Oh my God, that's really hot.
But what do you want?
The chocolate.
What?
The caffeine?
Thank you. Yes, caffeine.
Oh.
Because I was exhausted all day, and then come 9 o'clock.
Wake up.
Then come 9 o'clock, I go for bed.
All right, I need a 19 or higher. 21. All right. That means that at 21, Helena, you will be going first. Give me a second, though.
I think you're better than us.
GE1, a greater evil.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna call him Gel.
All right. No one got a 19 or higher? A lesser evil.
Lee.
All right.
I believe
15 to
that-
20.
I believe that's
15.
late.
15?
Lay.
15? Vier.
Fire.
Valier. Okay, no one higher than. Okay, 12 to 15.
14.
Rue. So we're gonna have to do this one.
Rue.
Okay.
Roué.
Lesser evil 4. 5 to 10.
6. Leaf
What about 10 to 12?
10 to 12.
I'm sorry. I'm just being
Okay.
did miss that.
So
You
you're
did
going,
miss that.
you're going last then? No, I'm just joking.
6.
6. Thank
Oh,
you.
You have
9.
chosen last.
I got a
You've
9.
chosen.
Oh, there is a
You
9.
have chosen
Wait, 9.
poorly.
9.
9.
Whisper. Lesser evil 3 is at 6.
That's less.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, Lesser evil 2 gets to go.
I can't see that one.
Finally,
Let.
yours got the leak erased. Story of your life, man.
Shame.
Bjorn
It's too real.
will go
Okay.
after Ernin.
Stop reaching for you.
Sure, how's Bjorn spelled?
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Okay, I didn't write on both sides. That's on
Bjorn.
me. So that's you guys. I'm gonna need your help.
Here, why don't you
Oh,
just
yeah.
write the number on the back of them for you?
Fine.
So the first one's big, guy.
He's
1.
got 1, 2, 3.
No.
I got it. I know what I'm doing. Thank you.
Why wouldn't you put 4 on lesser
Okay,
evil?
big. What is this one?
1,
Lee.
1. What's
4,
this?
4.
3,
Left.
2.
Wormwood.
Thank you. Wormwood.
Wormwood.
I'm so excited about Wormwood. So
Very
if you see any mocking, it's just because I'm making fun of these guys. We are gonna do it this way though. Let's give it a shot. We'll give this a shot.
Ooh.
Helena.
I have the gold.
So
Save us.
let's describe what's going on.
Yes, please.
You are in the city of Gavra. This is going to be. We don't do these all the time, but we're going to do a mental fight. Okay, so that means that we're going to use all the descriptions. We're not going to have any. We're not going to have any battle, but we can turn on the battle cam because it is kind of fun to see the table and us all kind of reacting to one another.
Love it.
So battle cam.
Battlecom!
But mental fight. So mental fight is you have to kind of figure out the spatialization in your own head. Okay. So what we're gonna do is you are all clustered together. The city is built into blocks. We're gonna call these blocks 20 feet. Okay. We're not gonna be that specific, but you're gonna to run around them be 20, 20, 20. Okay. So you have to 60 feet to go around a block. Just to give you an idea. So there are many different avenues and outlets inside of the city of Gavra. There are, most of the houses are 2 to 3 stories, so you could go up on balconies. But you are currently in about a 10-foot space that is a road leading toward the fountain. The fountain's a couple hours away. Like this is a big city, so you're not gonna just be able to run to get help. You are about a football field's length, 300 feet from the wharf. You didn't get super far when you were running. In the distance on the wharf, you see ships trying to pull into harbor, firing cannons at this miasma of darkness. You notice as you look up to your right toward the wharf, which would be west, you see the castle and you see the green obelisk igniting light into the sky. That obelisk would take you a while to get there, and I mean, I think from you all running from it to begin with, that's not necessarily like, we gotta go stop that. It's like, what the hell is
We're level
happening?
2.
And
Not in my heart, though.
We're quite frail.
you see the glint on the distance. That is way on the horizon. It's unreachable. Okay, so that shining would take you forever to get to. This seems to be premeditated. Closer, however, is that tower that has just collapsed. And as it is collapsed in, it broke into one of the walls, and there is darkness all where you are. You notice that in every direction, there are more of the towers. There are more of the glint towers. They have not broken, but where the glints are now, it is completely destroyed. In front of you, you notice that people are beginning to change as they. I found a new word today on Webster's Dictionary, and I love it. Suffused. So many people in it.
Nice.
That sounds
They are completely suffused in darkness, and they are changing as the darkness gets engulfed within them. You notice that some are more changed than others. Nearest to you, you see about 4 who look to be in the changing process. They are screaming and writhing. They look dangerous, but not fully formed. As the dust settles, one on the wart that is running towards you is literally running like Wolverine style. The greater of these evils looks to be fully amalgamated, and it's coming at you.
All right, and these are just like the normal townspeople that were turned into this.
This
correct?
one looks bigger, almost like it was wearing armor that has now just become part of it.
Jesus.
This guy was ripped.
All right, hold up.
Yeah, was there stuff?
Helena, you're up.
Get it.
Get it, get it, get it. All right.
In a visual battle, it's your responsibility to kind of know where you're at. So, because there's
We're
7
all
of us.
prone still, or no?
Nope, you all get up.
But we're under. Can we see through this thing you
Yeah,
cast
yeah,
around
yeah.
us? Okay.
Get it, sister. Kill him.
You said it was 30-foot diameter
Radius.
radius.
And what does it do again?
This is my this is my channel divinity, Twilight Sanctuary. A sphere of twilight centered on you emanates, including anyone that ends their turn in the sphere. I can grant either temporary HP or end an effect that causes them to be charmed or frightened.
Perfect. Okay. So as you cast this, I do want to point out that Aggie has fallen to the ground. Like as soon as you cast this, she has fallen to the ground in a seizure.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay. So I just want to get this clear, but real quick before I go into it. The towers. No. I just want to clarify.
No.
The towers that have fallen, they have those glints in them, but those glints are out for the ones that have fallen.
So the tower you falls, you don't know. You'd have to go there to find out what has happened to the glints. But they are not letting off light that would stop this.
Okay. Helena looks around in this darkness. She is extremely overwhelmed, but she just keeps muttering to herself. She's like, the breeds of darkness born of light. The breeds of darkness born of light. We need to turn the glints on. The glints can stop the darkness. And I am going to run to the nearest tower.
So the tower's quite a ways away.
That's okay.
And you're going to run into the dust.
That's okay.
I'm not trying to paint your picture. I want you to just understand what you're about to
fallen
do.
tower or the tower that's still lit up?
Yeah, the tower that's still lit up.
So the towers that are lit up are quite a distance away. I'm going to say they're probably like 1,000 feet away.
Oh,
Like, are they
shit.
towards the city center where we were going?
They're all over.
Okay.
So they're basically on every inner and outer wall. They become sparser as you get into the center of the city because they're working like a net.
Okay, so how close is the nearest fallen one to me?
That's the one that we're close
That's the one that you're closest
That's what I want.
to.
Okay,
You're
that's-
probably about 300 feet away from
I'm gonna
you.
run
Let me
to
make
that
sure
one.
that this is in my head is right. They would probably be. I'm going to say they're about 2,000 to 3,000 feet away. Like they're built so that they
Yeah.
cover vast distances with light. That sound about right to everybody? If you visualize about 2,000 to 3,000 feet away. So the nearest lit tower is about 2,500 feet away. The one that just fell is about 600 feet away.
Okay.
So that would take you 10 rounds to get to.
Fuck.
It's broken. Like, we're not about to relight it.
Okay.
Yeah, we have no way to like reignite a glint.
She might.
I might.
She's the
I've
chosen
touched
one.
it. No.
Just deal with danger proximate for right now.
Yep. Okay. But I'm still gonna mutter that.
Yeah. Do your thing.
Okay. So she yells it out, and she's gonna go to the greater evil, and she's gonna shoot her bow at it.
How far away is it? It's running at us, right?
Yeah, the greater evil is 60 feet away.
Yep. So I can hit it, or try to.
Before you roll, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of our first actual initiatives in the Light of Tyve campaign. We're only 7 episodes in.
There was lots of good initiative in episode 6.
There was.
There was.
Sudden deaths, but still good.
Table, you have the thematic dice. Every game, your entire table, gets 3 thematic dice. A player may give these out like bardic inspiration to another player when they use an excellent description. Something that you're just like, yes, that was how you cast a spell, that is how you hit that thing. You can use basically a bardic inspiration. They go up like bardic inspiration. As you get higher levels, it will go up. Here are the rules of the thematic dice. You can never give one to yourself, ever. You may never ask for one. A player may only receive 1 per game, and the thematic dice goes up in power like bardic inspiration. These are to give to your friends when you're like, that was an awesome description. They are not to be given when, we gotta beat the big boss. I will call shenanigans.
Okay.
All right? So, the thematic dice is yours to use as you see fit. Every game you get 3.
Okay.
And they don't have to just be used in combat. They can be used for epic descriptions of anything that you're doing.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, so she is just baffled at the darkness. She is uttering Tyve's motto. It's
Yep.
but not knowing what the hell to do, she's just going to look at the nearest danger, the biggest baddest danger, and she's gonna shoot.
Do it.
At him.
He is running towards you.
Yep. 16.
Okay, hang on. I've got it. Ow, I lost my spot because I was reading the thematic dice. I believe that's not gonna hit.
Okay.
The big one is the big bad. So I mean, so he's
The BBEG of the game.
no. But he is harder to hit.
All right.
Is that the end of
A
your
16 will not hit.
Okay.
So you fire and it seems to go through the shadows. Just that's more thematic than anything. So, but you miss.
Can I do a bonus? No, never mind.
Nope.
Can I do 2 weapon fighting and shoot again?
No.
Can I change the
Nice
rules?
try. All right, the big bad.
If I may interject.
Yeah.
So as now that this darkness has kind of settled around us, anybody who bothers to notice can see that my right hand has started to glow, and it seems as if this glow is somehow creating the darkness around us. And at this point in time, there's a little pulse of light that comes from my hand, and there's this light wisp that kind of goes towards you and enters your chest, and you receive 8 temporary HP.
Nice.
All of us?
No.
just her.
Oh, just her. Okay.
It's when you end your turn and hit
Oh, got it.
circle.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep, this is where you're going to start hating me a lot.
All right. I'll go back to this.
I don't think I will. I think
that we're gonna
I
need
think
it.
you need a cleric for this campaign. So
Justin created this
Right.
race, so you're fine.
no, just the race. He's played a Twilight cleric.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
That's a lot of temporary hit points for low.
Well, he
level.
rolled high too.
Okay, ready? It's its turn. You were the one that shot at it, so it runs towards you. Just it's going to use its entire movement to get to you.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
It jumps over some people, just like, "Rah!" and it lands right in front of you. And as it does, its blank mouth opens when you just see what looks like teeth, but they're made of shadows, just almost like it's dripping.
Perfect. Like an echo?
It looks like an echo and also black ichor.
Oh, God. What did
Oh,
they create?
no.
What did they create?
Wait, it's orange ichor. Never mind.
It's orange ichor, but what the orange ichor did was
Yeah.
okay. That was its turn. The lesser evil. One of them spawns up pretty quick, and it's clawing at its face, and it rushes towards you. It's closer. It's about 30 feet away. So it's going on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Comes at you. So it comes running at you,
Okay.
and it will attempt to attack.
Okay.
AC?
14.
Yeah, you guys have pretty high So that's a miss, just missing. So it lunges at you and you dodge out of the way.
Yeah,
Beer.
it does.
How many of them are within 30 feet?
There are the one that just got to her, 2 more. One of them is a little further away.
I think we should all probably, I know it's weird for me to say this, but we should probably go towards the light. And then I'm going to, I have my short sword out, and I'm just going to prick my wrist and take this drop of blood and blow it towards 3 of them that are closest to me. Is the big bad within 30 feet?
The big
Is it
bad
red?
is.
And mutter under my breath as like my own purple shadows go at them. They need to make a charisma save.
Okay. How many of them? All 4 of them?
3.
3 of
So
them.
let's say the big one and then the one that attacked Jamie.
The big one fails.
Okay.
1 will fail, and this one. 14.
That one makes it.
Okay.
So the 2 that failed, when they make in a attack roll or a saving throw, they roll a d4 and subtract it.
Attack or saving throw?
Yeah.
How long does that last?
Well, I'm concentrating on it.
Okay.
Totally forgot I have spells. It's been leveled up.
Oh, Jamie.
It's okay. This
At
is our
least you're
first real battle.
At least you're consistent.
Our last battle, other than game 5 or 6.5, 6 was the Boris, right?
The Boars! Yeah, that was a terrifying,
then-
terrifying fight.
I will. Are we all like right together?
Yes.
I'm gonna like just back, maybe get 10 feet away from some of my friends so we're not just in one big clump.
Sounds good.
And kind of like just hold the spell.
Okay. What did you actually cast?
Bane.
Bane. Nice.
You get 6 temporary HP.
Thank you.
Is this all concentration based?
Nope.
Ah,
This is a class feature.
Yeah, channel divinities.
Yeah,
does.
this is channel divinity, man. Like, that's... You only do it once a day.
Yeah.
It should be powerful.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Rue.
Okay. Seeing these guys gang up on Helena, I'm gonna bum rush them, and the big bad. I'm gonna take a swipe with my my warhammer.
Do it.
So I'll run up behind her and just with an uppercut right into its jaw, or as best I can. 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And
That's the big bad you said?
correct. Yeah.
Miss.
And that is. Yeah. No. That's my turn.
Okay, so the group is starting to fight it, and it just seems to be kind of moving just too fast. Like they're just not rolling item. Moving too fast. So, with that in mind, it is number 4's turn. Number 4 turns, kind of climbs along the wall, just kind of, and it comes running toward you, sir.
No.
It does. That's gonna hit. I believe a.
13 is my AC.
Yeah, I rolled a 21.
It does mine. Is that one the one that failed, or is it just one?
It is. It is.
It's just a D4.
So if it makes it,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there's
So
no possible way.
It's the big guy in number
Channel
4.
Divinity, Twilight, whatever ability.
6 damage.
Will that move? with us, or
Basically
is
does
that-
max damage.
Around me.
So as it crawls along the wall, jumps out, and its hand turns into like a blade and goes straight into your side. Does it kill you instantly?
No.
Then you are stronger than the last guys from our last campaign, from our last episode.
I have high health for
Yeah.
Wizard.
So it goes through, and you're kind of like, ugh, and it rips it out. And you look down, you see black kind of pouring out of you, but what you really see, bokeh against your own vision, is Aggie shaking on the ground.
Yeah.
Normandy,
How close am I to Aggie?
she's right below you.
All right.
But there's also a thing screaming at you.
Gutting you like a
Gutting you.
I had a plan. How to just ruin it? Not Aggie, the thing.
The thing.
Aggie's ruining it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aggie.
Is the thing mostly centered on me? Just like,
Well, this time, for now, yeah.
Right, hold on. I gotta read a spell because this thing did mess up stuff.
You do see that purple shadows are pulling at it, like as though your bane is doing something.
Dispel magic? No. Alright. Can't do that.
All right, gang, gotta think about what you're doing before.
I had a
Oh,
plan.
well.
I mean,
Alrighty.
everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
You need a lot of plans.
Yeah.
Can't make a plan if you can't breathe.
Also true.
Then we'll do the backup plan.
Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
So you make plans that fail.
But it
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
I'm going to.
Patches Oole. Sorry, I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
Nobody makes
I'm going to pull up my spell book. Please protect Aggie. I'm going to, just in my mind, or out loud, Matthias, please give me your hand as a ethereal quill will manifest in my hand as I will open up my hand as 3 or more will pop out and cast magic missile right in front of the one in front of me.
Finally! 3 magic missiles appear.
Boom, boom, boom.
D4, each one plus, so I have...
They can't see it, but you can. The quill in your hand that's like outstretched, you see Matthias's hand kind of reaching out of yours,
Yeah.
holding.
Oh! 7, 8, 9,
This is to 4, right?
10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 damage to whichever one was in front of me.
It's yellow.
Nice.
That's all I can do.
All right, next up, Whisper.
Yeah, so I watched that happen, and I don't really understand it, but you watch, and you've never seen Whisper fight, actually.
No.
So he reaches over his right shoulder, and the short sword comes out, and then he pulls a dagger that you didn't even know he had. This is the one he found with the chain on it, which I have written down magic. Don't know what it means, and he's got it sort of like, he's held it this way. So actually, all the attention's on the short sword. So he goes after the one that's wounded, and it's double attack.
Yeah.
Right? Up high, but then he slashes down with the dagger.
Ooh.
So it would be a 21 to hit with the dagger and a 16 with the short sword.
And who is this?
4, the one that's in yellow.
4, both will hit.
Okay, and so it does.
You're within double melee, so sneak attack.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because we have an ally.
Okay, so okay, that's awesome. So the dagger is going to do 6. The short sword does 6. That's 12.
Right, he has sneak attack because he's within.
Yeah, because there's an
Yeah,
ally.
12.
because we're engaged.
Plus, so that's 17 points of damage.
Heck yes.
And some of that's with the magic dagger.
So 17. So you add 1 to the magic dagger.
Okay.
It is a
It's
plus 1.
Okay,
dagger.
that's okay.
Plus 1 to hit, plus 1 damage.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Is this that ceremonial dagger? That we
It's
found
the
in
one I
box?
found in the
Okay.
in the boat.
So as the dagger goes through, you see it kind of ignite, just and seems to cut it deeper. 17 points of damage. Whoo!
How does it go?
Red.
Rat. And then because I am now 2nd level, I have uncanny dodge. So you see me do another shoulder roll. I'm like William Shatner with the shoulder rolls. As I disengage, like I'm not gonna stay
Right next to it.
Right next to it. Yeah. So I'm looking for an open space.
Can you do that with a double attack?
It's a bonus action.
But isn't your double attack a bonus?
I'm a dual wielder. It's just 2-hand fighting.
Got it. Okay. Awesome.
And you get 4 temporary HP.
He's also a rogue, though, so he could, right?
I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
like
no, it's
I'm
cool.
not positive. Yeah, because there's one that if you do double attack, it counts as your bonus attack.
Yeah, that's
normal.
That's 2-weapon fighting, and anybody can do that as long as they have light or finesse weapons.
Right, which is what I've got.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. 3. 3 is further away. That's the one that's further away. It turns kind of. It's going to scan each of you. 3. I'm sorry, Gene.
Wow.
All of a sudden, you just see it turn into shadows. And a moment later, it appears out of the shadows of the building right next to you. And it attacks.
16. 14. I lied.
Cheater.
This one you didn't get, right, Allie? No, I do not believe you did. So it gets you.
I got the big guy.
5 damage, Jamie.
I got 8 temporary hit points.
Cuts. So like as you're holding Jamie, it comes in and cuts both of your arms. You're just like ah.
What were Whisper's temporary hit points?
4.
4.
4. Oh.
Yeah.
You did that so sneakily. I like you
All
do it.
right.
He's stealthy dog.
2. It's gonna run toward you.
Die.
AC
18.
hits. Oh. Bam. Roll the 19. 5.
Bullshit.
It comes in and it just cuts your head right off.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Game
okay,
over.
So, no, just 2 of them go through into your chest though. It's just, it doesn't get far, just enough. You're just like, oh, kind of peck flex. Ernin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's time to draw your sword, Aaron, like all the stories you always told me.
Evens. You're right. And he pulls out his rapier. Come at me, yo. He will attack this one that is injured.
Alright.
All right.
We're doomed.
Now you're in trouble. I've heard about Ernan's skill with a blade.
If he
It's
misses,
legendary. Many a story he's told.
I hope you like that one.
yeah, it like pokes through and
I only have
stabs
a
me.
longbow, but they're right up on me.
I would look that up just.
As you know, Whisper, my blade is named the key, for it unlocks death.
It might have changed.
I like.
He rolled a 19, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's gonna hit.
That's my boy.
You can boo as much as you want. He was right. If it kills it,
Well, he's gonna roll a 1d8.
Oh, if he steals my kill.
if you max damage,
He kills it.
I loosened it for you.
Yeah, 9 damage. 9 damage and had 7
Wow.
left. So as he does, he's like, "You're right. Unlocks your death," and he just kind of swipes down and up, and it cuts the shadow's head. And as it comes off, it immediately goes away, and you see a woman's face. And she falls to the ground. Ah! He takes a step back. Oh my god!
Is she
Oh
dead?
my god! He doesn't know.
No.
Her head's just gone. She couldn't.
It's
She
that
couldn't.
woman you met in the apartment.
No, I need it.
The worst. The fucking worst.
All right, Bjorn.
Aaron gets 4
Oh, yes.
temporary
Oh,
Ooh.
he appreciates your 4 temporary hit
How long
points.
does that last?
Did you get a temporary hit?
for a while.
In my right hand, I hold a standard hand axe.
Doesn't stack though, does it?
Does.
Yeah.
For a minute.
And strange for a barbarian, I actually have a shield that I took out. The shield is strapped to my forearm, and in my hand, I reach into a pouch and I pull out a few mushrooms.
Oh boy.
shrooms.
Poison mushrooms.
I,
Child killing mushroom.
as we were getting bum rushed, I would have warned the group that.
Would've.
Hang on. It takes a couple minutes for it to, get into the bloodstream.
Coulda.
I would have warned the group that they need to watch out for me, but me and my ancestors will protect us. I would have eaten the mushrooms, and I now, first turn of initiative, go into rage.
I'm gonna say in order to do that, you're gonna need a turn to do that. Like, because you didn't do any of that before initiative. I'm gonna call you on that. You got. If you want to do it, you can do it now.
Okay, so then I will eat them now. I'm gonna take the shove action
Cool.
on the lesser evil that's in front of me.
Do it. No, but do it. Like, what do you say? Like, tell us what you say. Tell us what you do.
So I would have said exactly that to the group.
What?
Yeah.
in your voice.
Yeah, do it. Come on.
You ain't getting no theatrical dice.
I actually look at Veer and kind of show the mushrooms, just in case you might know what it is. My ancestors and I will protect you. But you must also watch out for me.
Nice.
Please eat it like that too.
That will put me
And-
into rage.
Over the course of the term, you're gonna see me. I'm gonna start breathing heavier.
He says,
My eyes are gonna go a little bit bloodshot, and that'll be it for this turn. But I do take the shove action, and that's gonna be That's gonna be like a 22.
On who? I'm sorry.
It'll
Lesser?
Be, I believe it was
Evil
Lesser
2.
Evil 2 that
Okay.
was right in front of me.
Awesome, man. He's gonna roll a strength against you. Yeah, he fails. So he's shoved 5 feet back against
Perfect.
the wall.
And then I'm going to turn around and I'm gonna head towards the big bad evil asshole.
Okay, so you just start as you're still staying cognizant. You're gonna walk. I would like a con save, sir, from these
And you are
mushrooms.
gonna walk away from Aggie.
No, I'm not.
No, he's walking away from it.
Oh, yeah.
This was a part of like my.
I did
tell you to protect Aggie.
When I
seizure on
Hey, he's dead.
when I look at the mushrooms on my turn, can
Yeah,
I just
they-
do like a knowledge?
Yeah, it's a free action. You
Can I
either
do-
know about it.
Can I do it right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's gonna be like a
Knowledge
22.
what?
Okay, so yeah,
Nature.
all good.
I don't have any
So
heals.
after I do the shove action, I turn around and I'm gonna start almost like pushing people kind of out of the way, going
So your
straight
vision
for the
begins
big
to
guy.
narrow in. Just,
Yeah.
11. Do I know what they are?
No, not with 11. They look like they would have some type of hallucinogenic property, perhaps. To you,
Drugs
Yeah.
are bad.
I have some-
I'd
I
like
have
to
some
end
of
my
those.
turn
Probably
right
not
in
too.
front of
you got it.
Big Bad.
And you get
I'm
7 temporary HP. Now they don't stack because that's not how temporary HP works.
Sure.
Every time I cast it, you can either choose to keep the temporary HP you
or
have
replace
or
it.
take the new one. So if your temporary HP gets knocked down and I re-roll that's higher than what you
Then
have
you
left,
have it.
then you can keep the new one, or you can just keep your old one. It
And
doesn't
everyone
stack on
understands
stack on
how
stack on stack.
temporary work. Like if your health drops, you don't restore that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just making.
It's just like extra. It's
Yeah.
like the shield
It's-
in Halo.
it's temporary.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how you just have
That makes
Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, I had 8
Sally.
temporary hit points. I took 6 damage. Now I have 2 temporary hit points.
Okay.
That's math.
That works.
Did your damage go through your temporary hit points, or you still?
Oh, I now have new temporary hit points. I got hit.
He
and
didn't
then-
have it before.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Helena.
Okay, in 5E, where we weren't sure, for ranged weapon attack, did I have to be 5 feet away from you?
So I think you take disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
You cannot be directly.
They don't
In
get an
mid,
attack of
yeah.
opportunity. Nonsense. Nonsense. Yeah. That's,
Okay, so BB, Big Bad Evil, is
Okay.
how, like, is he
Yep.
right up on me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look at him, and you were not born of my light, but mine will end you. And I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark. It is a bonus action. I choose a creature I can see within range, and I mystically mark it as my quarry. Quarry?
How do you mark it?
And like,
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna grab onto my necklace, and I want it to be like this connect, because I know that my amulet doesn't have light within it, but I want it to be like a soul light, because it's something that I'm able to do, and I'm powered through light. So I want it to be like light is marked, kind of like in that ghost movie where they're marked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so kind of like that. So it's like where I can see it, but it's like a glowing on their
Can
forehead.
it be an upside down crescent?
Perfect. Love it.
Okay. Cool.
What movie?
Frighteners.
Frighteners.
Awesome.
Never heard of it.
So until the spell ends, I deal an extra
Michael J.
1d6
Fox.
damage to the target whenever I hit it with a weapon attack, and I have advantage on perception or survival checks made to find it.
Okay.
So that was a bonus action, so I am going to attempt to hit it.
Yeah. So just normal roll.
19 plus 7.
Ooh.
19 plus 7.
Yeah.
yeah.
That hits.
God, but 19 I'm not hit.
What is that? 26? Yep. Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 13 damage.
All right. Still green.
Still
Okay.
green. Cool.
You got it.
6.
Its turn. It hears everything you say and responds with a guttural, horrible scream. It gets into the scream reverberates inside your bones.
Bone scream.
I wonder.
Bone scream. AC,
14.
It's not.
Remember, it takes. Can I roll the d4?
go ahead.
Minus
my
2.
rat.
It does not hit.
Boom.
Second attack.
Whoop.
-2.
Definitely gonna hit. He rolled very high. Didn't crit though. 8 damage.
Oh.
So it comes down with its claw just comes slicing across to you. It actually cuts a little bit of your pelt, just a little bit, but enough for you to notice.
You better ask that cleric to learn mending.
Did you damage? How much did you say?
8.
8.
The lesser also is going to attack you because it's right there, Jamie.
Okay, do it.
Right there. No one else has done damage to it.
14.
I don't think that's gonna hit. Doesn't hit. Misses. Veer.
I look at the lesser one, and
Which one?
the one that's attacking
Perfect.
friend, and looking at, still concentrating. So I still have my shadow on the big one, but I'm gonna go up and touch the lesser one and attack it with a melee spell. So we'll see if it hits first. 16.
Hits.
So I go and touch it, and then I just start siphoning its life force,
What are you doing?
draining it.
Essence drain?
Yeah.
I was just thinking that you did it this way.
Ooh. 9.
9 damage.
And as I'm taking it, because I've taken a little bit of damage, you just kind of see as this thing's losing life, I look a little better.
Your hand glows with an ethereal, kind of otherworldly blue light as you begin to siphon even the shadows from this creature. You see her eyes like change, the pupil kind of grows almost like she's high on something as the energy is just sucked out of this thing.
And also 9 temporary.
Ethomancer!
Wow.
Is that the thing that you did to the squirrel?
Yeah.
All right.
But you didn't see that. This is the first time you've
We
seen
just heard
it.
the wail of the agony of the
Rue.
All right. I'm going to
Like it's for my concentration.
seeing what Veer's doing to this other one. I'm going to kind of just let her do her thing. I'm not going to do. I don't want to get near that at the moment. So I'm going to take a half step towards the. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, okay.
We'll kind of touch that later. So I'll take a half step and turn around and come back towards the greater evil, and I'll bring my warhammer down betwixt the eyes.
Do it.
Or try to. I don't know. 15.
Miss.
Nope. Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Normandy. Normandy.
Is there any way I could help Aggie?
I don't know. You gotta
Eli
figure that
doesn't
out.
know how to. I don't know how to deal with seizures. Seizures. Jamie, how do you deal with seizures?
Wow! Make sure that
You got. Does Normandy doesn't know? Then Normandy got to figure it out.
roll them on their side. Make sure that their head isn't.
Tell the rageful barbarian to do it.
Yeah. I'll just. What is she? She's just laying on the ground.
Seizing. Yeah.
And it started the moment I put up my Twilight Sanctuary.
I don't want to take her out of it because then she could be in more danger. I don't know what to do with seizures.
Make a choice, sir.
Can I try to medicine check her?
Yes.
Nat 20.
Yay!
What do you do?
I hate this game. Alright, I'm going to try to move her hair out of her eyes, that way she has room to breathe. Do the thing where, like, the thing where she said where you put her, like, on her side and, like, arm up. And,
Yep.
like, is that because, like, you can then
Yep.
breathe better?
Do you have anything to put in your mouth?
So it doesn't swallow.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. The paramedics.
I don't.
It's a myth.
Yep.
Or you could do it.
Grab her
just-
tongue.
I was,
Magic
can.
missile.
Like,
Do what you
take
want.
off my, like, upper
You can't
coat
actually
and try to
swallow your
use that as, like, a pillow for her?
There you go.
There you go.
Magic missile.
Magic missile
in your
her.
temple.
That's the only thing I know what to do. It worked before, it'll work now. That's all that's all I know how to do.
Perfect. I think that's great. So you seem to be. She seems to not be. She will not hurt herself. You have helped her, but she's still seizing.
Okay.
She can seize for a minute and be fine.
Now that she's like,
Doesn't mean
okay.
anything to I'm gonna look up how to do
Perfect.
seizures. That way Eli knows how to do
Whisper.
seizures.
Yeah, so Whisper
Literally
is
just
always moving.
Oh, I did the
I'm
right
just
thing?
spinning around looking for
Recovery
who's,
position.
who's bleeding, who's not being attacked, and so I come up behind Lesser Evil One. Yeah, and you see both of the blades come in. So
She's got
it's
two
only a 14 with the dagger, and just a 13 with the sword.
They both hit.
Oh my gosh, that's great. All right, so it's gonna do 3, 6, 7, 12, and another 17 points of damage on the lesser evil.
Red.
All right, and then again, I'm sort of moving back really quickly, always, never being in one spot.
I really want Aaron to steal the kill again.
You probably will.
Better not.
And we're never going to hear the end of it.
That's right, there'll be songs that he
Remember
writes
that
about
I
himself.
killed all of the evils.
3. Moving through the crowd, trying to stay out of threat range as it gets to you and comes to swipe into you. 9. AC?
18.
Miss. These things aren't super strong. 2. I don't remember which one 2 was attacking. 2
Trevor?
was attacking Trevor.
It was Trevor, yeah.
So it's gonna follow.
Well, I did. Okay.
Wait, I
Nat
thought
20.
2 died.
No,
No,
died.
4 died.
4 died. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because.
Okay, nat 20. So you're raging. You're not really seeing. You try to lift it, and it just comes up, and it like jumps on your
Across the
back. Almost minimum damage.
Good.
4 damage. Woo! That's through the temporary hit
Yes.
points. Aaronin, seeing a great strike that Whisper has laid low into one. He moves forward, a song in his heart. Friend, old friend, together we are like night and day.
Please.
He hits with a beat.
Oh yeah,
He rolls an
that's why we're such a
18.
great
He
team.
rolls an
I do all the
18.
hard work.
I helped with this.
You did.
I
I
did.
don't think he can take it down. Well, actually,
You never know.
He rolls max.
he doesn't take it down. But it's real red. He goes swiping through. Sink, sink, sink. Friends, I'm concerned that there are people underneath these shadows. Bjorn.
I love the idea of Aaron so much.
Now that I have come to the big bad evil shadow thing, I've entered my rage fully. And as soon as I face him, I let a guttural scream out that's almost as horrifying.
What's it
as-
sound like?
Do it.
I'll probably break the microphone.
No, you won't.
No.
You got a limiter on.
Trevor, I could do the scream
You
if you
break
want
the
me
mic.
to.
If you peek, Dustin is gonna just lose it.
Dustin.
It won't. There's a
Trevor.
limiter on it.
Is that a
Trevor.
challenge?
You won't-
If my yell can't peak it, you're fine.
That's
Come
a
on,
good
guys.
point.
Play.
So
What are you doing, sir? Show, don't tell.
None of you can see this, but in my eyes, a very low mist begins to envelop the ground. It'd be about shin high, and there begins to be little, not shadows, but almost spirits, essentially, that zip by back and forth. But I'm entirely focused now on the giant shadow. I let forth a guttural scream, and my eyes are completely bloodshot. I am going to hit my axe onto my sword.
What's that scream?
You guys really want me to do this?
Yeah. Play your character.
I'm gonna wake up the baby.
He's not sleeping.
That's sleeping, you're fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Advantage.
Yep.
And now I'm going to recklessly attack this monster.
Do it.
Oh, well, you already have advantage then, so.
Hey. that's
That'd be an 18.
On the great one?
Yes.
Okay, so you would have I've given you inspiration. You can roll it. That's not going to hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and use it one more time.
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
Okay, so you go to hit, you just scream, you bash your shield, you yell at it, your eyes are bloodshot. You go to hit it and it parries. So it goes and it just kind of hits your sword away.
That's okay.
You have taken its reaction away.
I want to.
Unfortunately, it's its turn.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I want him to be like totally focused on me in this point. That was my goal of that.
Perfect. End of the round. At this, you see many more shadows begin to populate the city. You see more and more guards come running out. They're trying to fight something that they can't seem to fight. Shadows are just pouring over them like water. Until all of a sudden, from the castle, you see a group, like they're in the distance. It's hard, like you're seeing them between the alleyways as you're kind of moving back and forth in this fight. You see the doors open and a squad and an armament, like this little regiment of about 8 troops come running out with long pole staffs, and on the top you see they're ignited with white light. So like a long torch staff, and they come running down into the city. Okay, but they're quite a ways away from you all. All right, Helena.
Shouting to the people that are trying to come to us, not the guards. Stay in the light. We can handle this. And I'm going to take my amulet, and in front of the big evil guy, I'm going to cast light directly in his face.
Like on him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you casting light on your amulet and then it's shining 20 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, not like I'm.
So
light is
let's go ahead and do an
directly
ability
to
check.
Okay.
See how powerful this is, because it is a cantrip. So
What am I rolling?
your ability. So whatever you use.
Oh,
to-
my spellcasting manifest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wisdom?
So yeah, it's just your wisdom.
Yeah, so +5 and 14.
Okay, so you ignite light and it kind of winces back. Unfortunately, you draw its ire away from the barbarian. Seeing the light that you're kind of, but you do seem to be a beacon for people. Like people start to look at you, light,
Okay.
and it's going to attack you. All right.
What's a cantrip? Can I still shoot it?
No, that's a spell. You cast a spell. It's an action to cast a spell.
You're not a sorcerer.
Sorry.
It's not a bonus.
Sorry. No, I can do it as a, yeah.
That'll hit.
says
Even
it's
with the
a bonus
-4, Allie, that's going to hit her.
Okay.
Because she has a 14.
Yes.
The second one will miss. I'm rolling terrible for attacks. 5 damage.
Did I get anything temporary for ending it in your turn though?
5.
Ah!
All right, 1. 1 at this point is going to turn to either hit you or Aaron. Odds, evens, odds. So it's gonna. Oh,
I will say it has to move towards me because I'm always using my.
got it.
Yep.
So it'll move towards you. Are you
It
within
could
5
could probably
feet?
reach me.
Okay, so he's gonna move around.
Okay, can I
Aaron.
take an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I can't. It can't get past both of you. So, yeah, it's either gonna be you or Aaron. So odds it's you, evens it's Aaron. It's Aaron.
Okay.
Which is good for Aaron.
Yeah, this would be great. Save me, come on.
Yeah, so he can kill the creature.
Yeah, that's the idea. I don't think Aaron's gonna be able to hit it. It's an 11 to hit. No. Oh, just out of reach.
One step. One jump.
16's your number.
Hit. Does it have to do a -4, Allie? This is important.
No, it's only the big one. The other one died.
No, you did it to 1 too.
No, that one only one failed. That one didn't fail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it did.
3 failed.
My
It
bad.
was 4.
4 failed.
Yeah, drop the die. We're gonna keep going. Max damage.
Okay.
7 damage.
All right.
Woo!
It's okay. That temporary hit points making a difference.
Yeah, or we'd have some people down.
9 to 5.
Okay, we're gonna keep going. Veer!
Aaron, what are you doing?
It just got out of my reach!
Focus, man.
It's hard in such desolate silence. I need some music.
Please start playing in the middle of this.
You really want that?
No,
Yeah, okay.
wants that.
Who's at his guitar?
Veer, you're up.
Still concentrating on. So is this guy? He didn't leave my threat range, so I can. He's still right there. Number 1.
Yes, correct.
I will look over. Actually, he looks really hurt. I'm not gonna worry about him.
So sorry.
I look at the big guy, And I am going to mutter under my breath as I'm concentrating still on the spell. Mutter under my breath in Umtharan, and something's just going to like hit his mind, and he needs to make a con save.
I'm sorry, big or
Big.
big? It's not frightened?
No.
18.
Okay. It makes it. So nothing happens there.
All right, continues to scream. Always screaming. So much screaming. 7. Rue.
I'll keep my 9.
There you go. All right. Everybody, we have a little bit of an audience now. Keep an eye on your magic. Helena, you're doing much better with this big one. I'm gonna go after the tinier one because I haven't been able to hit it yet.
You literally have a circle of magic around us.
That's shadow. Everything's shadow right now. That is a 15 to hit the lesser.
Fair enough. That'll hit the lesser.
All right, finally. That is 8 damage with my warhammer.
Okay, well you roll me a wisdom modifier. So like your spell attack.
Right. Ooh, that's a net 1.
Oh,
Plus 3.
Okay. So you hit into this thing and it dies. Just as it does, you see your hammer begin to suck the shadows out of it. And as it does, it looks as though your hammer has been worn or broken from so many years, and it kind of like recoils back into your hand. Just like it hurts. It doesn't seem to do what it was supposed to. And as the shadows dissipate, you see a young 18-something boy with his chest caved in as he falls to the ground. The shadows dissipate. Dead. I mean, the creature's dead.
Get rid of it, Lenish. Get rid of it.
Okay,
Normandy.
Normandy!
Does Aggie look like she's okay?
Yes.
Okay.
She looks like she will be okay. She is still seizing.
Okay, what is the closest one to me?
I think 3.
3?
3 or 2.
Is 3 been hit?
Looks fine.
I will look at it with my quill again. I will draw a circle in the air, 3 dots, cast magic missile, but as I cast it, I will do my... It's weird. Whenever I cast a wizard spell with a spell slot, I can temporarily replace its damage type with that appears in another spell in my book. I'll have it appear as force damage.
That's what magic missile
Not
is.
force, bludgeoning. That way it looks like there's actual things hitting it.
Okay.
Oh, he's trying to disguise the magic.
Like arrows. Cool.
Stones or,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's
I
smart.
Very,
My
very
first
clever.
language to force down.
I don't have to roll to attack.
I'm
No.
gonna give him a. I like that. He's hiding his.
He doesn't have to roll anything.
Thematic die.
Yeah.
But you have it.
But he can use it for anything.
Yeah, can he use it for anything? Or does it have to be for that roll?
I thought it was like you
You
have
get
for
it to
the game.
use it for the
that action.
for that action.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
7.
Yeah, but I think that's what it's.
Oh,
supposed to
because
be
that's
for.
a bardic inspiration you can use whenever you want.
But that's
12.
not. It's not bardic
12.
inspiration. It's
You get advantage on that.
because it's
action.
It's really cool sounding. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
12 damage.
We're still working it out, but I think that's how it
That's
should be.
yeah.
12
I agree.
damage. 12. 12 down.
Well,
So-
regardless, it was cool. It was
All
cool
right,
clever
so
idea.
everybody don't be thematic when we cast magic missile.
Please be thematic all the time.
I mean,
Please be thematic all the time. But it's not going to help.
I'm not a theater kid.
Me either, really.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. The thing kind of looks down as though it's been injured by bludgeoning damage.
Pebbles?
All right, whisper.
And I'm moving right on it, like almost like I'm right behind that. And remind me, how close are we to the water?
You're about a football field,
Okay.
300 feet.
And there are boats?
On boats.
I think we should make for the water. We're gonna get overrun here. So it's the dagger is going to be a 14 on that guy, and then the short sword is just a 14.
Both hit.
All right, great. And so then that is 5, 6, just 6 points of damage.
Sneak attack.
Do I get sneak attack?
Yeah, because you have an ally within 5 feet.
Okay. So another 4, that's 10 points total.
Are you adding your extra damage from your dagger?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
10 total.
10 total.
Thank you. So you are just slicing into the shadows. They're going up your arms, but you just come on. 2. 2 is going to see that you've done a lot of damage, so it's gonna.
It's actually 3's turn.
Thank you.
Okay, it's 3.
6. Okay. 3 will come at you, Whisper. AC.
16.
That'll hit. Just hitting. 4 damage.
Okay.
2 sees its friend attack you, and it also comes for you.
Okay.
That'll hit. You rolled an 18. 4 damage.
Okay.
How are you looking over there?
Still okay.
Aaron, with his coming to his friend's aid. Whisper! Honestly, I'm not sure we should go toward the waves of darkness.
All right, you got a point.
But I appreciate that we should probably get the hell out of here. Sink. I'm sorry, that's a evil die. I won't roll any.
I just want to go to the mainland.
I just want to get out of here.
Where it's really, really dangerous.
Let's hijack a boat.
16 to hit.
That's
That'll
how I
hit.
do it.
Yes.
So-
Oh, we should get those pirates.
Oh, max damage.
Do you kill it?
13 damage.
MVP. MVP.
Does he kill it?
No!
Stupid.
No! He like jams his rapier all the way in, and then he can't get it out.
No.
Son of a beasting! Bjorn. Oh. He'll up his 4 to 5.
I get ready to swing for another attack, and I see a spirit kind of swoop in from the side and whisper to me.
I want to let you know that you're the one seeing.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
Nobody
okay.
else can see that. And something
Is it
like
the
gets right
mushrooms?
into my face and whispers to me. And I grunt to the group, "Make your way to the light." I stow my shield and my hand axe, and I bring out my great axe. And I don't know, nobody's probably noticed this before, but it is incredibly ornate. It looks very well built, but way more ornate than what a standard great axe would look like. And now I'm going to continue to attack.
Do it.
Recklessly?
Very recklessly. Like as recklessly as possible without
I like
dropping my
it,
weapon.
Trev.
He just spins around helicopter style.
Thank God I have it.
Whirlwinds.
There we go. That's like a 23.
Is it a 23?
Miss.
That is a, yes,
It
23.
hits.
That's very.
Split him in 2.
That's going to be 14 points.
And the
14
big
points of
guy.
damage
The big
on the
guy.
big bad bastard. Yes.
But is he evil? Or just misguided?
Can you repeat the damage?
14.
Thank you.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I messed that up. It's okay. 14 points of damage.
Perfect. You cut into it nice and deep like. End of the round. All right. So at the end of the round, you begin to see the light still firing itself up into the sky. It just stops. The cracks kind of echo, reverberate all the way down to the ground, and you feel another shock wave go out. But more so, you see the shock wave go into the water. You see the boats begin to kind of shake, and even though the creatures are kind of all screaming, there seems to be a stillness kind of in the air. Like you can hear the screaming, but the rancor like dims out against the shock wave, almost like you have shell shock.
Am I cursed yet?
Hmm.
Okay.
Nope.
It hasn't started.
Nope. All right. bursting out of one of the houses, you see another fairly large armor-driven creature. It looks similar to the big. And they're all gonna come toward Kevin.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so that's. Okay. B1, the big evil, will attack you.
He has advantage.
Yes, he
you
does.
get your turn?
Yeah, it's a big evil's turn?
Yeah.
I've
Helena.
been short.
Thank you, Helena.
Helena.
Please go ahead.
Alright, so I still have my light cast towards it. But I'm going to shoot my bow at it again. But it would be... Is it still right up on me? Is it still disadvantage? Okay.
No, you have advantage. You marked it.
No, I lost concentration.
Oh, then yeah, you're disadvantage.
Is that a 1?
That's a
Yeah,
one.
it's a 1.
Odds are even, sister mine.
Evens.
Odds. You go and you try to put the arrow right on its head, and it comes down and bites the arrow, and your arrow snaps, like the string snaps. Oh no! And it eats your arrow.
Great.
All right. You know how to fix your bow, I would assume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Mending.
Its turn.
Decorating B50 bowstring material.
Trevor,
Twist.
it's coming for you, baby.
Do it.
AC.
16.
Yeah, you're gonna hit with a. Well, 6. Does he still have his minuses? Okay, this is actually important.
2.
Okay, so he rolled an 18. Minus 2 is 16.
Damn it. Yeah, he hits.
I thought your AC was 18.
Drop my shield.
Oh, you dropped your shield.
Well, put a
Second attack.
Oh.
What?
Nat 20.
Minus 3.
This is going.
That's a 2.
Nat 20.
I think doesn't he have advantage on Trevor too?
Yeah, that's how it got.
Yeah.
Okay, first attack is gonna deal 9 damage.
Okay.
Crit is gonna deal some damage.
Isn't it half though?
Minimum damage.
No, he doesn't have. He's not up to be a bear.
Yeah, but I thought barbarians just had an average. They get something.
What kind of damage
Hold
is
up.
it?
Slashing.
So I take half of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
take.
And
Yep.
So I would have taken 4.
7, 8, 9.
Well done, Eli.
Yeah.
So 7 total.
7 total.
Total. I
Total.
already minused it. Yeah, you did 14 on the crit.
Saving lives.
I just hit yellow.
Okay. I've been in yellow. Well, what do you call it?
All right, Veer.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I really think we should probably go.
And then I will look at the big guy and mutter under my breath again. And a bell will ring in its ears. And it will need to make a wisdom saving throw.
15.
God damn. Oh, minus 2. Oh, my spell save's 13.
15. So yeah, so he makes it. That's a 13.
Yeah.
He's rolling pretty good. He's been rolling about straight 15s, so
He does
Shake
get
your
minus
dice,
2 his saving throws, though, too.
got it.
Oh wait, but I didn't roll. I get to roll. So if this is
Why is
more
it a
than
minus
two,
2?
because he's my curse is on him.
Okay.
Nope. So he rolled a 14.
He rolled a 15.
Yeah, and I get to subtract a d4
I
from
thought
it.
you also said he has minus 2.
No, because I don't know why. Because I've rolled 2s every time. I just had 2 in my head.
Oh, that's why I was so pretty confused. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, he's fine.
That's it.
All right, Rue.
8. Okay. Seeing what happened with Helena, I'm gonna run back to the grater, and I'm going to swing at him. Take my warhammer right to the side of his head. Ooh, yeah, that's 23.
Hit.
Okay.
Get it.
Goes.
Get
6 of bludgeoning damage, and then I'm gonna call over to Bjorn. I'm like, Bjorn, I don't know what you're doing, but stay with us. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word, and you get 7 hit points.
Bjorn looks real good.
And that is.
We
my
wouldn't
turn.
know if you're not wearing a hero pin.
I don't. It's not.
We had them all in a pile.
Oh man, if
for
only
lunch
people
time.
get rid of their own. Never mind.
Trevor,
All
what
right.
color would you be on?
Very
now.
green.
Oh, like
We'll never know. We'll never ever know.
I have let you down. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
that's okay.
You're used to
Normandy.
3 is still up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's hit.
Oh, if I'm the
Unhit.
only one that's been it, hit it.
Hit it.
Two's up too.
Hit it.
I don't know what to hit it with. 'Cause I don't want to cast magic missile.
Oh, it hits.
Yeah, I'll cast magic missile again. I will do the same as last time. Triangle at the 3-point dots. I can't do the thing again, so it's just gonna be magic missile.
Okay, to who?
Can you split those?
Yeah. 2 to 3, and is that 2 over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 1 to 2.
Okay. You don't have to roll for the 3. It dies instantly.
Yes.
Woo!
4 to 2.
Perfect. So it hits 2. Your magic missiles. All right. What number you want on the D4?
I won?
You want
What do you want?
3.
4. So boom, boom, boom. You hear the shadows go away, and you see about I would say a 16-year-old girl just fall to the ground.
That's messed
Why
up.
do you have to do this?
All right. 7.
Making me feel things.
Thank you.
I'm feeling the.
Is there time?
All right. 2.
Keep
Whisper.
Whisper, yeah. And so I am going for 2. I see 3 fall, and I sort of do a nod at Normandy because this guy was carving me up. Oh, it doesn't look so good.
I don't have magic.
So the best I can do is going to be, maybe 14.
Yeah, those have been hidden.
That hits.
Okay, 14. So that's with the dagger. So that is 3, 6, 7 plus backstab. So 11 points.
Nice.
You're just running through the
Frickin'
field,
rogues,
just
man.
cutting things down.
And then I'm
Yellow.
using my cunning action and I'm disengaging to get behind Ernan.
It'll swing at Aaron.
You've got it, man.
What are you doing?
You've got it.
Oh, come on! Hits Aaron.
Oh, tough luck.
What do you mean? This will just make him
Hey, it gets
feel
rid
like
of
I
his
had-
temporary hit points.
Ooh, wow.
This will just be like, I got this battle scar from
Ah!
protecting Whisper.
Oh, I don't feel like it actually hurt me. All right, that was its turn. Aaron.
Yes, go get it, Ernan.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why aren't we running?
We gotta stay near the blue bloke. When he runs, we run.
He misses. He seems kind of
Yeah.
shaken up now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Bjorn.
Watch the blue man.
He's part of some kind of
Dustin.
8.
Hey, he gets it back.
That's incredible.
stupid.
The spirit that I saw in front of me has gone away, but now 2 have kind of come up, one on each side of my head, both whispering different things. I'm speaking a weird language. Can anybody speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that-
Hold up.
Fluent. Aaron cannot.
I don't even know what my languages are. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Aaron only knows 2 languages,
Yes.
and Sylvan is not
Yeah.
one of them.
Sylvan is too new for me.
But you
so,
do know it?
No, no, Dwarvish.
Most of it is like incoherent rambling, but there are like prayers mixed when you hear the word ancestors, and it's praying and
It's the same
rambling.
stuff that he says when he's talking.
Exactly, but it's in Sylvan.
I wish you would have just said you don't understand it.
But you don't get it.
Take the pause to just be like, you don't get it.
He's just talking about tea.
Does anybody understand Sylvan?
Before
You
I
don't understand.
you don't. This is a
It's
newer.
incoherent.
He's just saying stuff about the old gods.
This is an older Sylvan. So at this point,
Age
at this point,
The best guy.
Bjorn is like kind of losing grip on
reality.
things, and it'll probably be the last round that he can coherently speak.
Do it.
One more time. He huffs. It is time to go, and he's and he swings not only recklessly, but with his feet, which is what I messed up last time. Great weapon master, so I'm taking a -5 with advantage.
Oh.
An 18.
He parries you. Son of a bitch! No one else is hitting it for the parry, so he's gonna parry you. You come at it. All right, so cool.
It was good though, Trev.
It was good.
It was good.
Very descriptive tonight.
Thank you.
I like it.
9.
I appreciate it.
Your great axe comes down, and as it does, it hits against his claw, and there's like a flash of light in front of you as the drugs seem to overcome you. And all you hear is, "We've gotta go! We've gotta go!" You look, and you see a barbarian with 3 arrows in their chest. In the background, flames, and you see someone standing above you. They are dressed in all iron. 3 chains are pulled down from their hands as they are just whipping across the battlefield. You see one of the barbarians come, like jumping into the air as the chain hits him and just like looks like it just breaks him on impact. As you are watching the scene, one of the horses kicks its legs up and kicks you in the head. As your axe falls out of your hands, you go down and all you hear is the rusticulum.
Yes! I'm the only one happy about this, and I'm so happy.
You go to hell, you killed my people. I knew I didn't like you.
All you hear is
I
a
didn't kill your
word
people.
called the rusticulum.
Yes.
Your character is now in full rage.
It's so funny.
And you're like in a bloodlust, so you're seeing visions of the past. Cool. All right. They're in the game. The rusticulum.
Is his name?
We've been talking about it for a while.
Oh.
All right, so
Yeah, I heard a little bit.
Stupid Rusticulum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
from out of one of the shops, you see another one of the creatures just. It does not attack you. It runs towards one of the peasants running towards your light. It catches them, and as it does, you see its mouth open and just engulfs her head, and then just seeps all over her. So that's its round. Helena. Oh, hang on. Sorry. You see one of the galleons floating off about 300 feet in the distance, and all of a sudden, you just notice it's moving. Cannons firing into the distance, and all of a sudden it just stops. Like it's caught on something.
No.
As you're firing your magic missiles, Aggie's eyes open, but her pupils are rolled in the back of their head. Run.
Oh.
That's all she says.
Run.
It's been kind of saying that.
You're the one that hears it.
I hear it.
Like she's seizing, she stops right as the ship stops. Her eyes
say it
open, and
for
she just says,
I'm just here for the.
The hell?
You notice that the regiment of 8 people have reached kind of the barrier of the darkness, and you notice that like one of them reaches with the polearm and jams it into the shadow, and as it does, it just burns them out like movie Blade style. Like you see like the shadow just kind of like.
These must be daywalkers.
Helena.
Okay. Having her amulet of light out still in front of this big evil, she's gonna channel her inner mark again, and she's gonna mark them one more time
Do it.
as a bonus action, and then
The same sigil burns into its temple. I mean, its forehead.
and as it does, she is going to grab her dagger and try and stab it.
Okay.
It's a 15.
20.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that hits. No. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
That must be what it takes to hit.
Yeah.
Non-parry.
Sorry.
9 damage.
That hits. My brain went silent for a second, but it is yellow. 100% yellow. So you stab into its head. It's its turn. It ignores you and your light. It sees the person attacking it with all of the rage, and it comes at you, tramped down. It's coming after Bjorn.
Come on, slack dog.
That should hit.
-3.
What's your AC? 16?
Yes.
Hits.
-3.
Just hitting. Rolled a 19, -3 is 16.
It does not like you, Trevor.
It's okay.
Oh, he wanted it to attack him.
Yeah, because you guys
got
were
what he
supposed to
wanted.
run.
You were supposed to protect Aggie.
I can't run. He's gonna attack me.
I will run. Because Aggie told me to.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, I did this wrong. In the future, I'll roll both at the same time, but I'm gonna give you -2 for the damage. So it rolled a 6, 12, 15, 17, and 6 is 23. 23 and a half is
11.
11. I'm gonna just say it's 10, because I rolled it all at once. And
Okay.
technically your odds are better if I roll it separately. So I'm gonna
Okay.
try to do that in the future.
Why is that?
Because I have to subtract, and you take the lowest of the two, so
Got it.
automatically you're going to take the lower
Okay,
if I roll
okay.
2. So, but anyways, 10 points of damage.
I'm still good, guys. I love you.
Veer.
I love you.
Getting kind of frustrated with the magic, she just goes into her belt and just pulls out 2 short swords and
Do it. What are you attacking?
the big one.
The big one. Thank you.
23
Hit.
and the second one won't hit. 14.
Miss. 23 is going to hit.
No, not that.
No, it doesn't. It can't.
Only once.
7.
7 points of damage. Still yellow.
Trevor, you just gotta hit it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Rue.
Okay.
Rue.
Still with the greater. I'm going to swing up with my warhammer, just right into its gut. I'm like, all right, the cavalry's arrived. We can go ahead and leave if we want to. That is a 19 to hit.
Parries.
Parries.
Hey, you got rid of the parry.
There we go.
Good. Someone's got it.
I'll stick around to kind of keep things together, but if we want to leave, we can go ahead and start leaving. Other people who have very much more effective weapons than we do are here now.
Yeah.
Normandy.
Does
They are a ways away from you, but yeah, they do have more effective weapons.
Is Aggie like awake, or is she still
She
like?
seems to be catatonic,
Okay, what's that?
like in a coma.
Yeah.
Okay. I will pick
Her
her.
eyes are open, but rolled into the back.
I will pick her up, like wrapping her in my coat, and I was like, Aggie says, "Run." Can I try to see what she looks at?
As you grab her and lift her up, her arms wrap around you, like all the way around, and she like whispers into your ear, "It'll pull you down into the depths."
That's terrifying, Aggie.
I'm gonna try to look at what she saw, or is there just I don't know what she looked at because she just did that.
Didn't see anything.
Aggie says, "Run." I'm getting out of here.
Okay.
I'm
Somebody
going-
started the leaving,
Yeah.
so.
She says if we stay, it's gonna pull us down in the deep. Terrified.
I'm going to bolt in the opposite direction of everything, like
Towards the city
light.
center.
towards the city center, not towards the galleons. Because that's towards stuff.
Perfect. Whisper.
So I start running straight towards a wall, and as I do, I'm putting my weapons away. You watch me go up the wall and jump and catch the bottom of a balcony, swing myself on, and I'm starting to parkour my way
Hardcore.
down.
Top roadie.
Top room. Awesome, man. That's great. Yeah, that's great. Let's just have that happen. 2. 2 is gonna try to chase one of you.
Can I attack of opportunity as it's chasing?
2? I don't think so. You're near 1.
You're by the big gun.
Here.
I'm just gonna keep.
Miss.
18.
Yeah, he misses.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Aaronin. What the? He's what?
Come on, Aaron.
Thank you.
Aaronin.
Do it.
Aaronin disengages, puts his rapier away, and attempts to jump up onto the.
Yeah.
I've never been one for verticality. He does it.
All right.
Rolls an acrobatics of 18. So one hand. He gets up to about where you're at. He looks at you. Whisper.
No.
He hands you his guitar.
Yeah, I reach out to clasp his forearm and he gives me the guitar. I'm like, oh.
Just drop it.
Isabella.
You had 8 by the way.
Okay.
Even though I left your thing.
At least he's consistent.
Left it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, yeah, I'm
you know,
good.
I take a look around, and even though that my vision is clouded, I can still see kind of what's going on around me. So as people are leaving, I'm going to go ahead and attack one more time.
One more time.
One more. Reckless attack. Great weapon fighting. That's not going to do it, but I have advantage, so
I can't see what that
18.
Parry.
Get it! Parry.
I did
You
it.
can't parry.
Second parry.
Legendary action.
Good thing it has 2 reactions.
Have a legendary action.
Plus
10
one does.
plus 5 plus
It's a
12.
reaction.
What?
Woo!
10 plus 5 plus 12?
Yes, that is part of my feat.
He minus 5.
Yeah.
Oh.
Woo!
Cool.
27 points of damage.
27.
I'm sorry, it's plus a 10. 25. 25 points of damage.
Red.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Red.
So you just come smashing into it, the 3-tree oak handle of your blade. Sturdy. Goes straight into its stomach. And even in the shadows, you hear the person covered in shadows screaming at the rage.
86-year-old.
Now for Bjorn, because I see that he's in some kind of battle frenzy, part of my Twilight Sanctuary, instead of the temporary hit points, I know it's not exactly the same thing, but I'm going to try and use it. I can end an effect causing him to be charmed or frightened. I know it's not that exactly, but I'm going to see if I can use it to maybe bring him back.
Let's
towards
do it.
light a
I'm
little
going to
bit.
cause a will save. And the will save is you have to win in order to choose.
Okay.
And if this is against my spell save
Let's try
DC,
and
it's a
bring it
13.
back.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He has to win in order to choose if he wants to get out of it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I win. Yeah, that's
So you could
21.
choose to have it work or not work.
We need to keep
No,
these
I wouldn't.
characters.
I wouldn't allow you to cancel it.
He doesn't let you cancel.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Nice.
That was super cool. The creature,
Oh my!
the creature that engulfed one of the people is going to run after you. Aaron and Whisper are up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone else is fair game. Coming after you,
No.
and you're carrying the child. So I'm going to give it a +2 to hit you.
He doesn't get cover from that child?
Sorry.
Do you want the cover?
No. Yes.
+2 or -2, your pick.
Oh.
Oh no.
AC,
13.
one of them hits. 9 damage.
And if anybody has left 30 feet away from me, that temporary HP drops.
Just goes away.
And the second one, it lunges and trips and falls.
Nice.
It is prone.
Oh wait, if we leave it, we.
No, I'm sorry. No, it sticks with you if you leave.
Okay.
Oh, it
But you
does?
can't. Yeah, but you can't regain it.
Got it.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
okay with that.
What is it like for an hour?
A minute.
I meant the temporary hit points.
Normandy, is that accurate? Is that how hurt you are?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So,
But you're running.
Yeah, with one chasing
at the
me.
end of the round, the lake, you hear cannons firing in the distance. The obelisk has now gone out, but the sky is heavy in green light, almost like it's just like a sickness crawling across the sky. You see green lightning flashing through the overcast clouds, and all of a sudden, it gets very, very cold. Like the temperature is dropping rapidly. You actually are already seeing frost appear on the piers. Helena.
Okay. So this bad guy is still on me. But you just attacked him, so I want to use it as you use your rage to hit him, and he kind of is disheveled by you, and at the same time, I want to kick him back. I'm only trying to push him out of my threat, like with my kick, to run away. Does that make sense?
Ooh.
So shoving. Yeah, we're going to do an athletics check.
Okay.
Sounds good. So because you don't want to disengage, you have the disengage action.
I know, but this is more thematic.
Yeah, no, that's like you can still do it with disengage. Like,
let's do
it's
that
not gonna
then.
push him
Yeah.
away.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so you disengage by kicking him.
Yes.
It doesn't do anything to him, but like it looks cool. Like just,
I like that.
You kick off of him, and you can run 30 feet.
Perfect.
Yes.
Doing it.
Boom.
Thank
awesome. Yeah, that's totally fine. Its turn. Because you kicked it, it chases you. No, it's in a deadlock with you. AC? Does it still have Bane?
Yeah. I haven't been hit.
All right, come on, let's do it.
-3.
Misses.
Yes.
Yay, did something. -1.
That's not gonna do it. Woo! No, it hits you. Oh. 13 damage. So.
Hang on. You didn't give me.
Nope, no
Temporary.
temporary.
Because he tried to.
Yeah, I tried to.
He tried to snap
And your
you out of
rage.
it.
How much?
13. So 6.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I'm happy then. We're all
Veer.
right.
I'll run.
Yes.
Run.
Yeah, I want to run past you.
So now it will not. I will end concentration.
The purple shadows leave it.
So now we look like this
Rue.
gang running in a big.
Yeah, but I
And
have
I'm
one
gonna
of the
run.
things.
I'm gonna run. Like I see these two going up on the balconies, so I'm gonna run like underneath them,
Yeah.
still on the street. And then maybe I'll climb later, but I'm not.
It's like an Aladdin.
Some straight anime shit.
That's right.
So it's just.
Going into the Phantom Steed! Hold up,
It's just me and Bjorn that are still like engaging these guys, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. He
All
didn't
right.
attack me.
I'm going to disengage. I'm going to start to hoof it. I'm like, Bjorn, come on, let's go. We're it. And I'm
So you
gonna.
disengage 30 feet?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Normandy.
Is that thing right next to me?
It is. It's on the ground. It can take an attack of opportunity. It'll have disadvantage. Unless you disengage.
I have to disengage.
What's your strength level?
11?
So you're going to be moving in half speed carrying Aggie.
Man, Trevor, if only you did what I asked you to.
I think my
Hindsight's 2020,
I
man.
think my
Who's Trevor?
25 points of damage.
What's Normandy doing?
Yeah.
I did most of the
you
damage to
you
the
threw
thing.
rocks at a dude.
Guys, let's
Fucking
keep
damn.
going. What are we doing?
God, I don't know what to
Fog of
do.
war.
Run.
Run.
Yeah, I.
Are you disengaging?
Run.
Yeah.
Disengage. You move 15 feet.
And that's all
That's
I can
your
do.
whole turn.
You are so.
If only I wasn't so old and feeble.
I would
Whisper.
help you, but
If only I was younger than 50.
Wow.
you would maybe.
Full circle.
Yeah,
Can you get that
That's
knife?
great. That's great.
I'm not strong though.
I'm weaker than Eli.
yeah.
Too.
Yeah, you are.
Plus 30.
It was a joke going off of what Trevor said earlier.
What did he say to you?
If nothing else,
The Technomancer and I are representing for the olds.
Same.
really, it's almost like Trevor just said it twice.
You're not.
Whisper, you're up, sir.
Am I?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because you're running. Yeah, so I'm still
Like a big
parkouring
flip,
from
yeah.
from balcony to balcony.
Awesome.
You're ahead though. Are you running 90 feet?
Yeah, the DC's low because you know the streets.
Yep.
Are you
So
dashing?
that's a 24.
Are you
Hey,
dashing?
Did I do that? And yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm
you're
dashing.
like,
You look
are
good
you
while
are
you're
you
doing
letting?
it too.
I guess I'm asking, are you dashing or are you letting Aaron stay with you? Because he can't go 90 feet.
That's
He
true.
can go 60.
No, I would stay with him.
Okay.
So 60.
Okay.
But I'm still looking awesome.
The creature that 2 runs you down, sir.
Yeah, I can't do
it's
anything
gonna
about
run you
that.
down.
I'm probably dead.
You got Kevin
You've
back.
got a clerik.
It rolled a 6, so you're good. It misses.
Okay.
Misses. Aaron! Why are we up here?
It's Cypher. Except for the falling.
Don't do that.
Don't fall.
He rolls a 12 for acrobatics, so he's not looking as good as you, but he's trying.
Okay.
He's like, ugh. Like, he does one of those, like, where he jumps. It's probably only a 5-foot gap, but he jumps. And when he hits, he has to, like, tuck and roll, and, like, he tries to get back
5
up.
feet.
Like, yeah. Ooh, ooh. You make it look so easy.
Oh, no.
All right.
This is what you get for stealing my kills.
Bjorn.
Do
So
it.
you were still with me.
He left.
I'm starting. Yeah, I'm like 30 feet away from the big guy, following everybody else.
Your axe is still in its side from your rage hit.
God, that's so good. Okay. And how far away is Normandy from me?
30.
30.
30. Okay, so I imagine that they all kind of took off that way around the bottoms of the building.
Yeah,
Right,
they
like
run
to
in.
the left.
You do see Normandy is like surrounded, and he's got Aggie, but like you're enraged, so I'm gonna say that it's gonna be hard for you to show sympathy and stuff.
Can you just end your rage?
I
Yes.
can.
But it'll take something with an E.
I don't think
Exhaustion.
I don't
No.
think exhaustion.
I thought you did.
No.
No, I think there's like a subclass of.
Oh
barbarian
yeah,
where
the frenzied one.
Yeah. No, I think I'd go for the. I would see that he's pretty messed up, so I would definitely go for the killing blow.
Shadow
well,
like
hang on,
blowing
hang on.
off of it.
How do I see like I'm gonna take a brief look around. Am I getting surrounded?
I mean, the whole city seems to be being engulfed with this stuff, but you don't see any coming at you other than these 3.
Okay.
They are killing people in the foreground and
Well,
the background.
I don't want to get like
you don't
encircled.
see anything, but you are surrounded by buildings, so they could pop out like this one did.
Okay. I'm gonna take one more big old
Yeah.
swing at him.
Reckless?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Do it.
Only way to be.
That's not gonna hit, but it's not a 1.
20. Parry.
Dirty 20.
You didn't do your ability?
No, oh, I'm sorry. It would be all of it, just like last time.
Okay. So we just got to always announce.
I got
what
it.
you're
Yeah,
doing
sorry,
there.
barbarian. New.
So,
class
20.
for me. So 10.
Even with a
plus-
parry, it won't make it, so you're good. Hit.
All right.
Woo!
Come on.
Come on. 18.
To hit?
Yeah, no
Damage.
damage.
Yeah, that'll get him.
Yeah.
So, as you lift the blade out,
You have
like
6 to
what
parry
happens?
speed.
It's gonna do the same scream that it did at Helena
Thank you.
6.
in the very beginning, where it bared its teeth. I'm gonna drive the great axe straight into its skull as it's screaming at me.
As you split, the shadows just disappear as you just right into this old-looking mother, probably way over 50.
Yeah, that's right. Way
And
over.
as I hit and the shadows burn away,
51.
I'm going
coming for
to
you.
I'm going to use my bonus action to end my rage. So like I hit, the rage ends, and I come back to. I'm actually everybody is freezing. You mentioned the temperature is getting colder.
Very.
I'm actually going to unclip my fur.
Need a will save when you come out of rage.
Do what?
No, I need one.
Oh.
Uh oh.
That one?
That one.
That one. So as you come out, that dude is dead in front of you, and you don't see any shadows. So you think you just killed someone innocent,
Oh.
just like your rage.
That's dark.
So I'm gonna like recoil, just in fear, completely wide-eyed. I'm overheated. I'm still breathing heavy, and I see everybody running away. I'm still gonna drop my cloak, and even though everybody else is freezing at this point, there's like steam coming off of me because I'm just overheated. Nice. And I'm gonna take off after you. Particularly, I'm gonna start heading towards Normandy.
Do you leave your cloak?
No, not my cloak. Not my cloak. The just like I would have my cloak underneath and then a heavier fur one.
Got it,
for
so you
the
drop
climb.
that.
So I drop that
Perfect.
because I'm so hot.
Yeah, I got
and I'm
you.
gonna take off after Normandy.
You reach up to Normandy. I would say that's.
I'm so sorry.
And you got your axe.
Just shatters.
I was actually worried that was going to happen. Okay. All right. This one. In that one, but it's. Ooh.
Is that the one that's just attacking people?
It attacked him last
Oh,
turn.
it did.
I rolled that one and you broke my bow. So even odds.
That was
Even
last
odds.
turn.
It
That was
fell
last turn.
down. Thank you very much.
It did fall down.
And I didn't roll evens or odds.
did fall down.
Just gave it to you. Evens or odds?
Even Stevens.
Evens. It crawls its way towards someone else and starts to attack them, just like
That was a
ripping them
one,
apart.
but like
You bounced it in.
I bounced it in.
All right. End of the round.
You got away because it attacked another innocent.
I'm okay with that.
So, so there's nothing on you anymore?
2.
2 is
Two
still
is,
on him,
okay.
yeah.
That's their problem.
Okay.
We got this.
At this. The temperature begins to drop even faster. You're running. You get to him. You see the 2 still like flailing about. You run past it. The 2 of you are the furthest behind, and you feel the temperature just dropping. Everyone else is just kind of bolting on the roofs. You're a little bit ahead of everyone. And all of a sudden, from out on the break wall, there's this flash of green light. Just you don't actually hear a voice. It almost speaks like it's from within your chest. It speaks in a voice you recognize, even though it's inside. There's one thing that makes us all the same. Sounds like Silas. One thing that breathes. One thing that can't be forgot. And that's your fear. The ship out in the harbor drips and buckles into the water. So, all of a sudden you see what looks like, it doesn't quite look like a tentacle. It looks like a spiked appendage wrap itself around and shatter it back into the water. Ice erupts all over the bay. You see ships like frozen up out of the water. And you see people like the shadows kind of recoil at this. And you see the people left just kind of like looking around and they're staring at the green light. And it looks as though they are just utterly filled with terror, as though they are remembering something they're not meant to. As this happens, every piece of glass along every window, every shop, every sword shatters at once, almost as if something is forcing it to. Just you just see it like shrapnel rip apart the city, killing almost anyone who's looking up. As this happens, it fires along the entire everywhere.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throws. You notice that this is only seeming to happen in the darkness.
Nat 20.
Awesome.
18.
14.
8.
16.
Eight.
Okay. Buildings with structural damage begin to collapse. This city in this area just begins to fall. You see just shrapneling out everywhere, like boards underneath you just rip apart. Just this seems to be some high-level magic nonsense. You are all just peppered with glass, shrapnel, debris, except for you. As you watch one by one your companions just being blown apart,
What
you
did
just
you have
keep
to
getting,
roll?
huh?
What did we have to roll to not get?
I'm not saying, but
Okay.
not high enough. I think, would you roll a 16? Yeah, that's not high enough. You look as it just keeps peppering into you. And as it does, you fall to the ground. And you look out over the lake, kind of holding on to consciousness. You see whatever this thing is, this creature literally pulling the ship down. Folklores and legends of old beasts of Tyve begin to enter into your mind. And the word that is coming from the depths of your mind is the Charybdis. As you fall to the ground, kind of blood coming out of your mouth, you see broken. Give me 1 second. As you fall to the ground, you like just coming off of your hallucination, just thinking that you killed someone, in the glass, broken on the ground with the sword, you think you see some type of reflection in it, with its hands like this. As darkness overcomes you, each of you awake in warm, pink, soft, fragrant-filled beds. You're wrapped in bandages. It's hard to breathe, injured, but alive. Martin's character, Whisper, is in a larger bed, and next to him is a young 20-something woman sleeping next to him. She leans over. I thought you were going to come visit me, Whisper.
I got distracted, love. I'm here now. How did you find me?
You're lucky to be alive.
Oh, no.
And our game comes to an end.
What?
Do we have epic feats?
Pop points?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Hot points are my favorite, and I haven't even used it
You
yet.
haven't used
So
it
is
yet.
that
That's
Lily?
great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
You find yourself in a brothel.
Yeah.
You're not sure of the name, but it looks as though people who still care about you found you in the wreckage.
Pink slash.
That's it, guys.
That was
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. So do we have to vote tonight?
Yes, let's
Okay.
vote.
Okay.
We got about 5 minutes before it's 10. Light or dark, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron was neutral. Actually, Aaron was good.
Yeah,
He was light. He tried to help his friend Whisper, so he was light.
Rue was sticking around till the very end to protect the people of that city. He was light.
I'm gonna say light. I tried to protect Aggie as best as I could.
Okay.
I don't know. I think light.
Okay.
I'm big neutral. I think it didn't do anything bad, but also didn't really care.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's tricky because everything I'm doing is kind of motivated by selfishness.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I fought the stuff,
but
but
I
I
did-
really didn't care that they were people.
That I
when we
didn't
killed them.
run when I could have run. I could have been out of there. So I'm
Yeah, he stuck
thinking,
around for
I think
longer
I'm
than I
gonna
thought,
say
yeah.
light because
Yeah.
I could have been out
Yeah.
That's-
anytime.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if you ask
Sure.
Bjorn, it'd be evil.
Yeah.
But
I'd still say.
I would say neutral.
Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, you move up
Uh-oh.
on the table of light and dark.
So now we're to
You are
negative
-1.
Okay.
You lose your +1 to
Yeah.
survival.
Yeah, but there's other benefits if you get all the way up.
If you
to
get to
light.
good,
If you get to the positive, yeah.
Let's not get
Get
not
to
get
pl-
hasty here.
Get to +10 life.
Still stuck with me.
in game, before we sign off, 2 days have passed. You have a long rest, but you have to use the rules of time.
Oh yeah.
I got I didn't get hurt.
So you have to use your you heal the way you heal
Oh,
in
yeah.
Tyve, and then you can use hit die if you would like. But that's it. I hope you guys had fun.
Awesome.
Good job.
Whoa,
very
Had a lot of
cool.
fun.
We're playing D&D 5e.
And what's our,
Homebrewed though.
so 2 weeks from now?
2
we're
weeks
back
from now.
here.
2 weeks.
What
Don't
date
miss
is
it.
that?
What is it?
November.
Long rest?
Is it
At the end of
November?
November.
What's
I'm not
today?
sure.
It'll be the 28th. Cause
Yeah,
today's the
November
14th.
28th.
Awesome.
Don't miss it.
November 28th.
I'm emotionally wiped.
That was good.
Trevor,
Yes,
you
yes,
played
yes.
amazing
That was a
tonight.
good
Yeah,
you
you
were
did
so
great.
descriptive.
That was
Fun.
fun.
Thank you.
I loved it.
I said there was going to be some like.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we out from Twitch? No.
Yeah, we're out for Twitch.
Are we
right?
out? Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
we're just on TikTok.
Okay.
What is it for a long rest again? I need
Thank
to write.
you.
The smoke, gray clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve, mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light, but I have ne'er seen their like, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. Steel your courage to the mast, or throw it on the pyre. The cold, sharp winds bring pain and death, these harsh lands we survive. Our warmth, it comes from hearth and home, but never from the skies. Oh, Tyve, 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 you'll never leave alive. This place is all our prison, but one where you can thrive, and you can wail against those gods and pillage, scream, and fight. But fear the darkness in this land, for it is born of light. Oh, Tyve, 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 we're proud to be alive. And you can say we've lost our minds, or laugh and call us mad, but this place has become our home, so you'll never see us sad. The smoke, gray clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve, mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light, but I have ne'er seen their sight, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire.